work. Greetings and welcome to you, brave citizens of our new world. It's me, your boy, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terrawat. This, of course, is the continued adventures of our D&D B-team that we've got set up here for work on the show. It is a tremendous amount of fun. When last we left off our intrepid heroes, they had finished sort of doing a big ritual with the vampires that existed within the Undercity of Autometh. Shortly after they made their way to the surface, crossed the monstrous wastes, and headed into the forest, finding that there was a sort of dilapidated, broken down, beaten up caravan on the way there. They also discovered, as they were entering the woods, that the abyssal taint of Umlaut seems to have been largely removed. Also, Sword of Unicorns rating us with a party of 9. Oh my god! Thank you so much. Appreciate the raid. Welcome everybody. We're playing some D&D today. Having ourselves a grand old time. And yeah, this game was funded by our community, by a lot of the lovely people that we've got here today. Oh god, that also reminds me. Yep, well, you know what I'm just gonna do? I'm just gonna remove that. There we go, done. We don't have a raffle today. Because I literally spent most of my day doing chores and helping other people with stuff and forgot to do certain things, like set up a raffle, and or give away the raffle tickets that were won yesterday to the people who won them. So I apologize to Mango for the fact that you haven't gotten those yet in the mail. Here we go. We'll have those sent off ASAP. So yes, we're going to open that as well. Dope. All right. But yes, so let's move along, though, and introduce all of our wonderful and outstanding people. We have here with us Esteban playing Talrand, our skeleton hunter.
Good evening, friends.
Yay! And we've got Raynor playing Drakir, the black draconian sorcerer.
I am running on 2 hours of sleep. Let's see how well this goes.
And we got Kaldaka Grey playing our kobold cleric, Snick.
Snick-hilled king.
And we got Quad playing our warforged warrior named Alloy. You alright, Quad? Quad, buddy?
Is Claudio still alive?
Quad, are you okay?
Sure.
We just got like half a scream and then you cut out.
I think one of the 4 regular men is in revolt.
I'm trying to get
He's working on his sneak attacks.
He's working on it.
He is
featured
very
on
bad at
perfectly cut
sneaking.
screens.
And we've got Palanthir coming into play, our Air Genasi rogue, Caleb.
Bumsy said it was my turn with the black city. Castellana.
And last but not least, we've got NB Saurus playing Piffles, our goblin bard.
Yep. Just stop trying to hide all the mushrooms, guys.
Oh shit, I just realized my window's open.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to close mine as well. There's a lot of sirens.
Can't hear them, Doc.
You haven't heard any hits so far.
Yeah, Doc, you're actually doing pretty good. We can't hear them.
Okay, sweet.
Your new mic
It's
is
okay. I'll
doing
just
its
turn my
job.
lab into a sweat lodge. It's fine. I don't have any fucking
Arby
drapes
outside.
either, so it's like every time I'm streaming when it's got the webcam, it's just an insane amount of light that comes in. Which is funny, because for like half the year, the sun's down before I even start streaming. And then for the other half of the year, they're like, I'm sorry, did you need to see? Like, the setting sun
Little Daystar.
busting in through the fucking window.
Welcome to Canada.
Welcome to
It's-
Toronto, where
it's
you get
fun.
all 4 seasons in one day.
Yes. So, as the intrepid party was traveling Across the wasteland, they found, as I said, the dilapidated and broken down wagon filled with old, decaying armaments from the Empire of Light. Shortly after, they found themselves in the forest, and as I said, they found that the forest was largely cleansed, or at the very least enough that they could no longer sense the presence of the abyssal entity Umalaut. Making their way down through the woods and around this area to this-ish area, they make their way south, and as they are coming along, they hear laughter from the boughs of the trees, which is followed shortly by a monologue read out by everyone's least favorite halfling rogue, the Bandit King.
What?
Bromo Nubs.
No!
We're gonna move you to the woods here, and then I gotta move the camera, and yeah, we're gonna be on the woods there. So as you can see, we posted a little picture of him down in the corner so that you can see. And as you guys are moving along, he laughs from the tops of the trees, and as your gaze turns upwards, he gazes back down over the bridge of his tiny nose at you and goes, "Welcome to my section of the woods. For you are, strangely, yet another group of monsters caught within the iron clutches of Bromo Nubs." He swirls a little bow in doing so, and following immediately, you are Talrantus longbow shoots, immediately fires.
About to open up a
What about my magic missile?
Stop. Oh yeah, you got your magic missile. Just as he says this, jumping out of the trees is not a small army, but a sizable group of halflings come out brandishing clubs, brass knuckles, and small crossbows.
Shit.
Anyone else feel like we're robbing a daycare?
Get ready to see what it's like beating up a bunch of toddlers, because here we are. You guys can arrange yourselves in the middle there, however you think would be best for you.
You say this, but me and Snack are both small.
But thereabouts is your layout.
Thick.
Is Brono Nubs the guy up the tree with the green dot?
That is correct. He is up a tree where he is. You guys all should be able to control and move your guys, but try to keep it around that center area there. Actually, here, I'll draw you guys a shape. So you gotta keep it within that box. And you guys would have been walking this way.
How dare you with your limits?
So
I'll be
I'd
over
probably be
here.
somewhere around the center.
Mm-hmm. Why are you upside down, Quad? What are you doing? Quad, stop this. You stop that right now. How dare you?
I'd be relatively far forward because I'd be leading for the woods.
I'm just gonna hide behind most of the people. Well, hide.
It's an interesting angle you got there, Caleb. There you go.
Hey.
All right, so then I'm gonna clear out my drawings. All right, you guys set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Up.
We lost Kaldaka.
Oh no!
Sorry,
And he's back.
All right, everybody in?
I'm having
Everybody
a little bit
good?
of an issue, but
Hold on. Kaldaka, did you have a chance to move Snack, or were you just disconnected?
I was disconnected. Whoop.
Disconnected. Yep.
Honestly, Snack has no reason to move, so
That's
he
okay.
doesn't know any better.
All right, so then, remember to click on your character's
right.
icon and then roll initiative from your character sheet. That'll put you in the turn order there.
Yay!
Oh shit!
Oh, Claude's moving last.
I got a 4.
Hang on here.
Nice.
Womp.
There we go.
Oh god damn it! I rolled high. I don't want to go close to first.
There we go.
But Piffles,
Now, probably.
this is a perfect bad pipes instance.
This is a.
I know, but I also don't want to blow you guys up.
I want to see Bromo's reaction to you pulling out the bad pipes.
Hey, Doc, is friendly fire on?
Always.
Damn.
I regret to inform you that friendly fire is always a thing. So-
Cal, quick question, Cal. Did you do you have temporary hit points on?
No, I said I was no longer casting that every time during our last session.
All right, just double checking.
Okay. So, everybody ready?
Mm.
All right.
Damn speed ties.
All right. So, Talrand, it is your turn.
I believe I rolled for an attack already.
You did. As everybody hit initiative. Yeah, he barely finishes speaking, and you draw your bow and you fire. Your arrow singing its way through the air. Somehow doesn't land. Give me a
What?
perception roll.
Oh.
21. It passed right through him. That's a fucking illusion.
God damn it!
Do we all get the chance at seeing this?
Yeah, if you guys all want to roll
As soon,
perception,
as, soon
go
as
for it.
Okay.
as soon as I notice it, I shout, "He's an illusion!" Don't,
Yeah. Okay.
don't
Yeah.
bother.
So that you guys don't have to if you don't want to, because he just like he's a that's a fake like up in the trees.
So that's why he freaking
Are the other ones fakes too?
Only one way to find out.
Yo, only one way to find out.
So now we know why Gal couldn't hit him for the life.
Fuego and
Shooting at him.
swanging.
He also was just boofing like every roll. All right.
He didn't follow a 27 with a 20 with a 21 to check why he missed.
Yep. All right. So Talrand, you made an attack action, and you used a free action to shout out a command. You have a move action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Not really. So I guess I'll move there. Call it.
Okay. And Piffles, you're up. What do you do?
I think. Let me take a look here. 1 second. Because that guy was fake. How do we know the other guys aren't fake guys?
Through the sudden summer breeze, you hear. You want to.
I do want to, but also, if they're all fake, what's the point? I don't want to waste blasts on fake things.
If you want, you can use a free action to do perception.
I'm also very bad at that.
Your call.
Very, very bad at it.
It's a free action.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I will use my. I'm warning you. I'm real bad at perception.
Okay, you rolled
Oh,
an
no.
18.
How?
I don't know.
And yet,
Well,
and yet
if
last
you
game
click
I
on
spent
it,
half the
it's-
time.
you rolled a
chasing
16 plus 2. So, looking at them,
The
they
dice
look very
gods are
real.
with us.
Sorry,
They
I
look
didn't hear
very
you.
real.
They look very real. Okay. I.
oh god, I just realized Piff was chasing illusionary mushrooms earlier.
Yeah, she's
so-
been
Yes.
chasing illusionary mushrooms for the past, 6 hours, you assholes.
Well, to
Oh,
be
that's
fair,
what I'm like.
Oh,
the spell usually only lasts 5 minutes.
So I'm gonna toss a dagger just to be, because I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know if these guys are real or fake, even though they look real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw one at dude. Hang on, I can't. How do I highlight something again that I want to aim at?
Click and hold.
Click and hold on
Hold,
the screen.
Have the
wait.
Is it this guy over
Yeah.
here? You shooting?
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy here. I'm gonna shoot a dagger. I'm gonna throw a dagger at him to test if he real.
Go for it. Whip that dagger. Give me
You want to use the mouse pointer on the top left.
A dagger.
And that is a 7 to hit. It does unfortunately miss. Your dagger swings.
Oh,
wide
that's
and
actually an
goes into the
18.
bush.
7's the damage.
Wait, what?
No, the 18 was your perception.
No, I clicked just dagger.
Yeah.
So that is the dagger.
So
Yeah.
it's a d20 plus your +3 for dex, and then +2 for proficiency. You unfortunately only rolled a 2, so it ended up just being a 7. So yeah, the dagger, as you like whip it, because you're like, are they real? And then you throw it, and it just goes wide because you're too confused or distracted, trying to figure out whether or not they're real.
Curses. Who's the lunatic who said the dice were with us?
This is what you guys get for tricking me with mushrooms. Out of character.
I didn't do a thing.
I'm gonna go.
To be fair, last time we went to the forest, you kept getting sidetracked hunting mushrooms.
To be fair, now we have
To
some
be
pretty
fair.
good poison to tip shit with, don't we now?
All right, well, get
and
at
I
him.
think with that, we're good. Okay, so I moved behind Drakeyar
All
there,
right.
and now I am done.
All right, so now it's
Now-
Bromo Nubs' turn. Sort of like looking at you as the arrow like passed through his chest. He looks down at his chest, looks over at your party, and very good. And
Slow
suddenly vanishes.
Very
Uh,
good.
Very good. Disappears out of the tree.
Coward!
And Sneck, you're up.
Okay.
Very good.
You know what? Where is it here? I meant to cast that.
Spiritual weapon. Okay, so you cast spiritual weapon. You have a like a sword?
You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration, so 1 minute, or until you cast the spell again. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon, and the range is 60 feet. So I can literally cast it. I'm going to cast it actually.
How far can you move the weapon per turn?
It moves 20 feet per turn, so I was going to cast it, if I can get it the highlight thing to work, right there. And then it does, trying to figure where it's a melee spell attack, so I'm not sure what I have to click for that roll, but it does 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
I mean, I think a melee spell attack is just your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, so my I don't wait, my proficiency bonus or my melee proficiency bonus?
You only
Sorry,
have
I'm
one.
not used to-
You only
okay,
have
so
one.
just my proficiency bonus plus my wisdom? Or
I
wisdom
mean, just-
modifier, I mean?
Go to your spells tab, and you should see your spell attack bonus. It's right there in the
Spell
top
attack
right.
bonus 5. Okay, yeah. But I can't click that, so I can roll a d20 and just add 5 to it, because I don't have a way of clicking that, it seems.
That's okay.
If you just cast the spell like you did into the chat, it looks like it does all the.
Oh yeah, never
Does it
mind.
roll the d20 plus your whiz plus your proficiency?
Just use that roll.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having issues with an extension conflicting with Roll20 right now. I'm trying to figure out what we're playing here.
That's okay. All right. So you're casting spectral weapon. How does it
Yes.
look?
It looks like a skull that bites things.
Sweet.
It's
So-
the Black King skull.
You like extend your hand, and floating out comes this like spectral skull. And who do you send it after?
The guy was spawning it in front of, so it's spawning right here.
Okay, so you're gonna spawn it in that spot there. All right.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can like find a token for it. I don't have a
Sounds
lot
like what do they call it? The bubbles from Zelda.
of... yeah.
Couldn't you say the Black King's token? Just like, because you would imagine if it's a skull, he'd make it the Black King's skull.
We're similar.
Yeah. I'm trying to locate something. I don't want to. I was like, oh, there's a token with a skull in it, and it's like, no, that's Talron. Don't do that. There you go. I'll just drop that in there. Bonk. There it is.
Have you tried the flame skull token?
So the skull like springs into place and then immediately chomps at the guy who's standing there, biting into him. And yeah, 18 absolutely hits. Click the word spiritual weapon in there for damage.
Make sure it's actually set right. Yeah, okay.
11 force. So it immediately springs into existence and then grabs this fucking gnome, this halfling rather, by the neck, and just chomps into it, and it goes and falls over. It's dead.
Tiff's eyes are just bugging out of her face right about now.
Hey, no one's seen me cast an offensive spell so far.
So
It's
yeah,
like, one
that
guy
thing
just
immediately chomps into that guy. Do you still have a move action and a free action? What do you do?
Yeah. That.
All right, Drakir, you're up.
Support or blast?
blast.
I mean, I don't have a preference, but fire.
It's gonna be fire no matter what. You know what? I'm gonna give my allies more fire.
Mm-hmm.
I am casting Dragon's Breath.
Oh, damn.
And
Alright.
I'm not stopping there.
It is an exhale.
No, I grant a breath weapon to one person I touch.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm twinning it. So now I grant a breath weapon to two people I touch.
Okay.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Caleb, Alloy, I grant you the breath of fire.
Shit.
Okay then.
So yeah, they now both have the spell, of Dragon's Breath. So now on your guys' turn, you have the ability to do such things.
You got a 15-foot cone of fire as an option.
What in the... Hold on, I'm just looking... No, stop that. Looking this information up here, because I have not seen this one. Yeah, you touch a willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale on the cone of energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. So it goes 3 squares forward and then 2 squares out as it goes.
Wait, does this actually work on Alloy?
Alloy, do
I
you have a
technically
mouth?
have a mouth.
He very technically has like a vent on the front of his face, or like a
I
mouse
was going to say, are we going to call the orifice that the sound comes out of when he speaks his mouth?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, you turned him into the destroyer from Thor.
All right, yeah. So you absolutely cast that, and that is that it for your turn? Or are you gonna move or do anything else, or?
I am staying behind the wall of metal.
Copy that.
But I also say to Piff, I think now would be a good time to bust out the bagpipes.
Probably.
And it's the thug's turn. So they're all just gonna go at once because I don't have any other way of doing that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. Okay, so that guy moves up. That guy's dead. 5, 10.
That guy moves up.
That guy moves up.
No, he didn't leave Alloy's threatened space.
25. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. And they just fucking like, "Wah!" And they all just run in at once.
God damn it.
Also,
what
by the
about-
way, the Dragon's Breath, it uses my spell save DC.
Copy that.
What about the other guys? Doc?
They are all armed with crossbows and remain where they're standing.
Ah!
Oh no. So these assholes all rush in, these thugs, and they just start running in and swinging their fists wildly. To start off, Caleb, the one that's closest to you, makes a swing.
I disagree.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does.
I disagree.
You've mastered techniques to take advantage of every drop of an enemy's guard, gaining the following benefits. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, their speed becomes 0. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks, even if they take the disengaged action when leaving your reach. And if they're within 5 feet of you and they make an attack against a target that's not you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. Oh,
Turn
Jesus.
it into
All right,
jam.
so yeah.
Turn it into jam.
It runs in and just like gets in. Yep, 14 hits. 9 slashing. Yeah, your weapon absolutely cuts into it. Doesn't kill it, but does a ton of damage, and it is looking very worse for wear. That doesn't stop its attack, unfortunately, as it turns and continues as you're stabbing it as it's like running towards Caleb. Does a 14 hit you, Caleb?
No, it doesn't.
So it swings wide and misses. The 2 halflings that are standing next to Alloy take swings each with their fists.
Oh,
There's a
God
21, 18. They both attack twice. A
Yeah.
12 and
Oh,
a 17.
shit.
Does 12 or 17 hit you?
No.
No. Does 18 and 21 hit you?
My AC is 18.
Okay, so tie goes to the defender. Only one of them actually gets through to you, and actually does any fucking damage. It does 7 bludgeoning as it like just
Oh no.
lays one of its little brass knuckle mitts into your plates.
Oh, brass knuckle. I thought, like, what, is this thing a fucking monk?
Yeah, no, like all these guys are just like running into the field with brass knuckles, like whoa! They just come piling out of the woods. 3 of them. Actually, no, because Alloy's the larger target. I'm gonna say that one moved over there. Because he's huge and he's wearing armor. They would pile on him. A 7 does not hit you. Does a 23 hit you?
Yep.
All right. And another one gets in with a shot as they pile in, and that is 8 bludgeoning damage. These 2 that are standing over to this side come in on Talrand. Yeah. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, they both hit.
What about 6?
No.
Nope. 6 misses, and does a 19 hit?
You've got a second 6.
Oh no, I'm just going by these are all rolling with advantage for no reason, so I'm just taking the first number from each of them.
Yeah, I know. You've rolled it 5 times.
Oh, that 23 was against
The
Alloy.
23 was
sorry.
against Alloy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last 4 for
Yeah,
the 2 that are
19 does
attacking
hit, yeah,
twice.
sorry.
19 does hit. Okay, so that's 6 and 4 bludgeoning damage as they come at you, and they just start, and they start punching at you. The 2 that are running around the back, one takes a swing at Piffles.
What?
7 and I imagine 7 misses. Just 22 hit.
22 hits.
All right.
No.
One of them gets you with 6 bludgeoning as he smacks you across the jaw. Another one goes at Sneck. 13 and 15. Do those hit?
Nope.
So it swings wildly at you, really not being used to fighting somebody its own size. Now, the thugs that are around the outside, each of them take aim with their light crossbows that they've got. One of them takes a shot at Alloy, misses wildly.
Nope.
Another one takes a shot at Caleb, misses again. The next takes a shot at Alloy. Misses.
Nope.
The next takes a shot at Talrand. Fucking misses. And the last one takes a shot at Sneck and fucking boofs it. These guys are dog shit. These guys. Oh my god.
I see they've inherited my rank blocked from the last fight.
Yeah, they're not doing much better. So there's arrows just flying all over the place. Just shots going wide all over. And that's their turn, pretty much, right there. Caleb, you are up.
Okay, I got two options here in this, let's call it a target-rich environment.
Remember, you got a breath weapon right now.
Oh, I know, but
There's
I
a
don't
lot
want
of
to waste
allies close by.
that, and I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can use it as many times as you want
Oh.
until the duration wears off.
Oh!
And yeah, the
Ideas
triangle
are-
looks like that. The triangle that was drawn. If the person who's casting it is standing right here.
Alright, I got a question. If
Yep.
I were to move here,
Mhm.
would that provoke an attack of opportunity from this
Yes,
Stick
they
bucket.
would get one swing at you.
one swing, eh?
Worth it.
Worth it. Alright.
Yeah. Does 14 hit
Still he
you?
misses. No.
No, he swings wide.
Alright, so, that breath weapon.
3d6 of fire. DC 14 reflex for half.
Jesus H. Christ. All right, cool.
This is great.
DC
Alright.
14 for half?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's getting 4 of them.
Give me that drum roll, please. Huh?
Yeah, we could do a drum roll for you. Hold on.
Oh, too late.
There you go. 9 damage, and it is... So you let this, like, devastating breath weapon out, and it just, like, the fire pours out onto the field, and let's see how many of them make it. 1! Nope. 2!
No.
Nope.
No.
3! Nope. 4! Nope. None of them make it. They all fucking take 9 damage. So
I would just like to say what happened is I just maybe went to here and says, gentlemen, have you heard the good word? The good word is fire!
And that's another. My fucking hell, these guys are the worst.
Yeah.
Just a lot.
Speaking as a thief, yeah,
And is that your turn, Caleb?
that is my turn.
All right, Alloy, you're up. Oh, Sam and Mike say hi to the chat, folk. Hello, Sam and Mike.
Old Simon Blank. Top of
I
the
could do
wall.
something that would provoke a lot of opportunity attacks.
What is this something?
Assuming they
this?
fucking hit you. Yeah, that's 4 opportunity attacks they would get against you.
But then,
How you do this?
what that and
mhm. So then you turn
Oh.
and just go, all right, well, let's resolve the opportunity attacks first. Does... Nope. 20?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay, that's 1 and
No.
a 6. All right, cool. So that guy hits you for 3.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no!
So
3 of my 30 are 29 HP.
Boo.
oh my god! All right, so then you immediately, after one of them manages to clip you and the rest of them swing pitifully at
So-
your armor,
Yeah. So something you don't really see is Alloy's mouth actually like opens up and you hear like a bit of creaking as some of the rust is coming off as a fire just comes pouring out of it on these 3 dudes here.
and yeah, you just turn and open up fire all over these guys. And as the flames just come in, it is this crushing attack of flame against these like tiny people. And nope, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. Nobody made it. All right, so roll damage.
What is it?
3d6.
3d6.
Fuck.
It's fucking.
Oh,
So those 3 guys are dead. They didn't make it. Yeah, these guys, they didn't make it, you guys. They didn't.
They did not make it.
Fucking destroyer has been unleashed!
Alright,
well,
I'm going to
tonight-
action surge.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, warriors.
And you see this guy right here?
Yeah.
Who's within my halberd reach?
Yep.
Yep.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
what's that guy's AC?
Does a
What's
10
that?
hit him?
It does not. Your weapon swings wide as you turn with, like, sort of just, like, bits of fire still, like, leaking out of your mechanical mouth. You turn and swing with your halberd. The entirely stunned halfling who is standing there sort of stumbles backwards just barely enough to be missed by the swing of your weapon.
By the way, does he get a free intimidate check for that?
I mean, he's got a free action left on his turn. Do you want to attempt to intimidate? And
Sure.
yeah, roll for me.
Let's...
A 7. He does manage it. So the bandit does manage to stand his ground as you turn and look. Just terrifying. Actually, it would have been a wisdom thing against intimidation, isn't it?
No idea.
I think so.
Defense against intimidation is insight, which is wisdom based. So I'm gonna say that's also detecting lies. But they have the same bonuses to both, so whatever. But yeah, you like give him a very scary kind of look. And despite how terrifying you are and how serious this situation has just become for them, it still manages to hold its ground. All right, Talrin, you are up.
That casting that dragon's breath was so worth it.
Oh, this is fantastic so far.
I attempt to stab the guy in front of me.
All right, so this guy right here. Jesus
Whoa.
Christ!
Oh.
Yeah, so you stab the shit out of him. Roll your damage, my guy.
Fug.
Now switching weapons from a bow to a sword is like a free action, isn't it?
I think that's a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. We'll just. I'm gonna allow it because it's cool. But yeah, you like sort of with your bow in one hand, draw the sword and like slash at this guy, and he's fucking dead. He passes out immediately from the very serious wound you just put into this guy. 14 damage.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's at -12. He wasn't doing well.
Ugh.
All right. Anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. Piffles, you're up.
Okay, now I'm going to bring out the. I can't attack with the. I can't click on them to attack with them. But how do I use the bad pipes?
The bad pipes.
Also, someone has to give me my fucking napalm to put in here, guys, because you guys wouldn't let me hold my own bottles of shit.
This is
I thought we
true.
actually gave it back to her.
The bad pipes are at this point currently unloaded.
So I have to load them. Can I use like my movement action for that, or free action, or?
Who has the napalm?
Somebody's got that napalm.
Great question.
Pretty sure it's alloy.
Somebody put
I'm
the
pretty sure
fuel,
it's
I think, on the
alloy.
robot.
God damn it! And he's all the way over there.
He is all the way over there, yes. So the bagpipes are at this point, unfortunately,
Not
just,
gonna do me
just
any
regular
favor.
bagpipes that don't shoot fire and or destroy a lot of people.
Okay.
So,
Well,
unfortunate.
in that case, I'ma move over here, take out my fucking bright
that's
yellow
gonna-
kazoo.
That's going to provoke an opportunity attack.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, no.
Is it?
If she moves from this point through Sneck's
That-
space to that space there, oh yeah, that guy there would get a free swing, which
he
is fine.
technically used his reaction against me already.
That's true. He did get a react attack against Alloy, and they only really get the one opportunity attack per round.
Right.
and they haven't had a turn yet since then.
Okay, well, I don't want to hit Sneck with this, so I went through him. So I'm going to grab my bright yellow kazoo, and I am going to do a kazoo wave of thunder at these two guys, at the two dudes right in front of me. I don't know if I'll hit Sneck if I try to go for the other guy. Because this casts on like a cube around me.
It is a cube
Right.
that is touching you.
So
it
if I
would
put myself
be
at the corner and cast outward, I
yeah,
can blast
it's a
the two of
3x3 square, and as long
Yeah.
as you are touching one of the edges
You can-
of it, you can
Yeah.
orient it around.
them. Move
You
it.
can get
I wanna
these two,
Yeah, I want to get these
But
two.
you
is what
can't-
I'm going for.
but
Yeah.
you can't get this guy without.
No, and that's why I'm going for this dude and for this dude with it.
Okay, so you
It's
can
a
get
square.
those two. Okay, so you
Yeah.
want to do it like that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Which you can also do. You can put yourself in one of the squares. All right, so that you turn with your kazoo and just like let out this absolutely thunderous blast of
Thunder
energy. Hold on,
Thunder
where is it? No.
They've been
There we
boosting
go.
their reflex saves. Let's see if they can make a con save.
Yep. And that is 10 thunder damage. If they don't make it, so Constitution save.
And it blasts them away from me as well.
What's the save for your spells?
13
my-
it says it's
my-
right there.
Yeah,
DC 13, yeah.
DC 13.
That one didn't make it. So on a
And here's the information. Does it? Oh, it's not showing the information with it. Dang. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. So the thunder wave itself does 10 damage. If they succeed the Constitution save, do they still take the damage, or are they only
I
pushed?
think I take half damage. Hang on. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, it's just a
Um,
quick
A wave
check.
of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. Also, unsecured objects in the area are completely are automatically pushed 10 feet away from
Wait.
you.
So
Did
a
you
bunch
say
of
half?
sticks and branches get blasted away from you as you lay into this kazoo like fucking crazy. The one manages to stand its ground, but as the tone finishes coming out of the kazoo, they just fall over face first onto the ground, dead. And the other one did not manage to gird themselves, gets blasted away by the sound, and their body tumbles over on the ground.
Sweet.
Wait, so they're both dead?
Oh, they're both dead, yeah.
Okay, and I have bardic inspiration, so I'm a cast that on Sneck because he's right next to me.
Dope.
So Sneck has 1d6 he can throw at any point.
That works just fine.
All right. Is there anything? Okay, you've moved. You've used your free action now, and also your spell. So that is your turn.
Yep.
It is now Bromo Nubs' turn. You see him hop up from behind a rock. He's not giant. Don't worry. Hop up from behind a rock, and he lands on top of that boulder there. And he's just like, guys, what the hell is this? What the fuck? It's just like there's just halfling bodies strewn all over the field as people are just getting absolutely
Crispy.
slaughtered. He attempts to rally his troops by being like, come on! And he's like shouting orders and stuff like that. From the trees comes a bolt shot that is aimed at Drakiar.
Hmm.
Oh, they
And
finally
we're
take a
gonna
shot at me.
say- Okay, so 16 plus 4 does a 20 hit you.
Easily. Ow.
All right. So that is yes. Okay, so we're gonna go roll. That is 5 piercing damage as an arrow comes singing through the air and catches you right in the shoulder.
That hurt. He's gonna wish he hadn't done that.
Acolyte Sneck, You're up.
I like this evil laughter.
So, I need you to move the king down into where that archer is that
This
ally
guy?
tried to hit.
Right there.
So we're gonna hit him, which is a bonus action, by the way.
Repositioning and attacking with the fucking skull.
Yep. And so I will click it again just for the attack action. I think 'cause that's what worked last time. Yep.
Yep. A 12 does hit. Roll damage.
You can add 6 to your damage if you need to.
No.
So the skull like reaches forward and chomps into this guy, and he's just like, ah, shit! It's like this skeleton's now attached to his shoulder as he's flailing around trying to reload his fucking crossbow.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I can make a 5-foot step without provoking an attack of opportunity, right?
Not in 5th edition.
Okay, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, there's a specific
Disengage is a
skill that
bonus
lets you
action.
disengage. That is a learned skill, I believe.
Okay. It works out
Just a bonus
because
action.
it's okay because pack tactics are a thing because I'm a kobold.
Let me.
Oh no, that might be move action.
Disengage is actually
There
a
is
full
no
action.
move action in 5th ed. You
so-
just have...
Well, no,
So-
there is move actions. You get one of each in a turn. You get an attack action, a move action, and a free action.
actually,
and a
no,
bonus action. But then you can
Actually-
use your attack action to move.
I
I'm looking at the
Actually-
combat rules right now.
still remember it was just movement.
With
So-
regards to disengage,
It's okay,
um,
dog. Right now, I just need to attack.
That's okay. Are you just going to attack the dude who's next to you? Oh, fucking
the guy who's
inflict
above me.
wounds.
So
So is it this dude here?
yes, but I technically need to roll again because of pack tactics. I have advantage.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So hold on, I just gotta get it to come up again. Here, roll just in case, whichever one's better.
Oh, and it's an 8. So either way, you like light your hand up with this like negative sort of dark energy, and you reach out towards the halfling, and it manages to duck just out of the way.
So a 12 dodges.
You got a 10.
You rolled a 10 and an 8.
Except I added the 1d6 from Piffles.
Oh, that's right.
Two
That's what that
D6.
D6 was. I thought you were rolling damage.
Yeah.
No.
With a 12, you do in fact hit.
Sweet.
No
That's the
hurts
bar
next
to everybody.
friend.
Bardic inspiration.
Always appreciate your bards.
What?
Yeah, that's 17 damage because I overcast it.
Oh yeah, no. You reach out and grab this guy, and he fucking melts, dude. He absolutely
almost
just
dead already.
dissolves next
That's
to
the one
you.
that hurt Piffles.
Snack is scary.
Wow, dark magic. And the guy just goes,
friend.
"Whoa," and just turns to soup and falls over. It's like the fucking melting Nazi from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's just like, and falls over.
Mind me not to make you mad.
Nazi face melt.
To be fair, Snack pulled that because this is the one that hurt you, Piffles, and he got pissed off at it.
Oh,
All right,
Meow.
you still have a move action.
shit.
Do I? Because that's
Huh.
I attacked and I used. Actually, that's not even a.
Yeah, you used your free action to move the skull, and it attacking and stuff like that is its own thing. Then you used a spell, so then that leaves you with the ability to still move if you want to.
Okay.
And yes, Kalandros, Nazi face melt sounds like a terrible sandwich.
It's like a
So-
tuna melt, but it tastes like ass.
I need to ask something.
like
Doc.
a tuna.
How close to this guy can I get?
You can move up to, I believe you can move 30 feet.
I'm just thinking 'cause I
as-
gotta go past Piffles and.
They do not count as obstructions if they are allies, and there is no difficult terrain at present. You're in the woods, and this is a clearing. So you could move
Cool.
to there.
Can I make an intimidation check at the end of my move if I'm like running at the guy?
That would require, I'm going to say, a free action, which you've already used to control your skull.
Okay, if I don't move, can I point at him and intimidate him?
Boss man.
Instead of using my move action?
Are you talking about free action or bonus actions?
Yeah, that's true. There are two. It's a bonus action to move your skull, isn't it?
Hold on, I'll check.
I'm gonna
Bonus action. Yeah, it's a bonus action to move the skull and have it attack.
and have it attack. It's a bonus
Like
to do both.
Yeah, it's one bonus action to move it and make it attack.
Jeez,
Shit.
Huh.
That's one good spell.
Nice.
that is a
a
nice spell. I mean, it
good
doesn't do a
spell.
huge amount of damage, but I mean, it's still very good.
I mean, it completely just ate the first person it attacked at full health.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, on a hit, your target takes less damage. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. Yeah, that's a bonus action. So yeah, I'm going to say you still have your free action. So then if you want to move and then attempt and intimidate, you can go for it.
Okay, so I can get to, like, here, I think we established?
Yeah, about there. Yeah, there or
I-
either
yeah.
or it's as close.
Okay,
All right, so roll me an intimidate.
working on it.
Intimidation's got +2, 15. Not bad. This guy does not succeed. As you turned and melted a dude and then just come sprinting towards this guy. He's just like, shit.
I'm basically just trying to make him run.
Do you say or do anything? Like, what do you do to intimidate him?
Run at him. Can I pull a dagger while I'm running, just so I have it equipped?
I'm gonna say you probably already had it out.
Okay. So I'm charging at him as a small kobold with a shield and a dagger, screaming at
Sprinting
him.
with a dagger in your mouth.
They've already seen two of us breathe fire.
You hurt Snack friend.
Oh shit.
All right.
This guy has seen me summon a magical skull that ate one person, and then
Yeah.
watch me turn someone else into goo.
And he's seen
Yep.
two of your allies breathe fire and just completely incinerate a friend.
Yep. All of this has happened.
Clay, halfling pants are brown already. If not, they are now.
No,
And we're gonna say that's your turn. As you go running at this dude with a knife, screaming, "You Herksneck friend!" You absolutely succeed in intimidating him. He's gonna make any further attack actions with disadvantage.
Nice.
Drakir, you're up.
Okay. Just looking down, like looking back up from my wound, it's like I got this crazy smile and this evil look in my eye, going, "You're gonna wish you hadn't done that."
You shouldn't have done that. He's like, uh-oh.
And this guy,
Mhm.
and of course, big old boss Bromo Nubs.
Yep.
Fucking Bromo.
Oh, baby. Scorching Rays.
Shit.
Okay. And is that an 11 to hit? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a d20 plus 4 plus 2, and it was a 5 plus 4 and 2, so it got to 11. It hits both of the thugs, but does shoot wide as you just let off these beams in every direction. Each of them, these beams doing, what is it, like
2d6.
2d6 fire. So the first one hits the dude in front of you for 8 damage. It absolutely incinerates that guy. You burn a hole like clean through him, and he goes ah and falls over dead. Give me another one for the other guy. And that's 6 damage. Yeah, so you, like, manage to hit, and it burns into him, and he's still standing, though. Like, it catches square in the shoulder on his armor, but it, like, smolders off. It seems that he's still doing pretty okay.
Free action, make an intimidation check against the guy down here.
Okay. Roll for it. That's a 9. Yeah, he's got a 3. He fucking boofed it. You're like, yeah, I could run that fast. What do you do to intimidate him?
Give me a second to actually think of the word. I know generally what I want to do, but I want to get the actual phrasing. Okay. Cooked just the way I like it.
Nice.
Licking my lips. My dragon tongue.
Okay, Vitalis.
So it definitely, you see him turn a different shade of pale, and he's shaking in his boots, and again, so he's gonna take disadvantage as well on any of his next attack actions that he makes towards you guys. I'm gonna start marking these dudes, as a lot of them are now getting fucking scared of being here. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Use my move action. Get up behind Alloy again.
All right. Okay, so it is, unfortunately, the thug's turn now. All of the bare-knuckle brawlers appear to be dead.
Fuck.
So,
Nice.
cool. All right, so they're going to start making crossbow attacks. The first one's going to take its shot at Drakir. Yeah! A 5 absolutely misses you. The one that's down here that is like struggling against the skull that's in front of him is going to try to take a shot at Alloy, and he fucking boofs it. The dude over on the side here is going to take a shot at Alloy. Yeah. So either 15 or 16. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Okay, this guy, who's a little bit higher up, he's going to take a shot at Sneck. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
So he shoots, and it just fucking goes wide. The last guy that's up here is also going to attempt to take a shot at Sneck with his crossbow. Fucking hell, 4 and 8. So he also takes that shot, and it's just like just fucking useless bolts shooting all over the fucking place. As these guys are just getting mowed down. Caleb, it's your fucking turn.
Sorry,
My
ignore
fucking
that.
turn. Eh? All right. Let's see.
No, Kara, they're halflings. They're not great archers. They're not really great at anything, as it seems.
Okay. Now, that breath.
Oh, wait. I just realized I gotta make a concentration check from when I took damage. Because of the dragon's breath.
Okay, yeah. How does that even work?
He's
It's a
infusing
con-
them with power, so if he breaks his concentration, the infusion stops.
Well, it's a Constitution save, but what's the DC?
I'll say
It's either 10 or the damage plus. Or no, wait. It's 10 or the damage plus 10, whichever is lower. Let me double check that.
I do
Then it
think
would
that these
always
guys
be 10.
apparently upgraded the crossbows. and the
Either way, I
crossbows.
made it.
Yeah, here we go. Casting a spell, concentration. Some spells require you to maintain concentration in order to keep their magic active. If you lose concentration, such a spell ends. The spell must be maintained with concentration. The fact appears in its duration entry, and the spell specifies how long you can concentrate on it. Normal activity, such as moving and attacking, doesn't interfere with concentration, but the following factors can break it: casting another spell that requires concentration, taking damage, or being incapacitated or killed. The DC equals 10 or half the damage that you've taken, whichever number is higher. So you didn't get hit for a lot. So
I got hit for 6.
Yeah,
so
you got hit for
that's-
6, so the DC is 10.
And I made
you
a
rolled
17.
Yeah, so you're fine.
So Caleb and Alloy still have their fire breath.
Good. All right. So, Espen, what were you saying?
I was bemused by the fact that all of the crossbowmen upgraded their crossbows from light crossbows to heavy crossbows this round.
All right. Well, 5,
Oh, I'm rolling on the wrong sheet for that.
15, 20.
I think I might have actually been doing myself a
25.
disservice. Yes, I was. They actually roll better shooting with the fucking
30.
light crossbows because they're got too proficient with them. I was clicking on the wrong sheet. Fuck hell. Well, either way. So yeah, you run over there and you unleash this rush of dragon's breath up at Bromo Nubs, and again the flames pass through him, and he just looks down at you and goes, "Ugh." He is in fact another illusion.
Motherfucking titty sucking two bald.
I knew it.
You did hit the guy up there.
That dude, if you are breathing like so, does get hit over there. And it's a dex save to get out of the way of it. Is that right?
Yeah, DC 14.
DC 14. Here we go. DC 14. Tied to the defender. He takes half damage. So that is, I'm going to say half rounded up. That's 3 damage.
Oh.
So that is going to smack into him. It's normally rounded down. I'm going to round up because I'm having fun.
All right, so an illusion. He just breathes, just foof, and it's just...
Yeah, as the fire whooshes through him, his image sort of shimmers a little bit, and he, like, puts his hands on his hips and looks down at you and goes, really? And then disappears.
You know, for a king, you're kind of a piece of shit, you know that?
Nice.
All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Caleb?
Fight me!
Fuck. Come down here and fight me, goddamn you.
I'm supposed to be the one with vicious mockery. Christ.
All right, well, let's see. We have, I did my thing, and did the other thing. There isn't much else I can do at this point. I could, would a skill check be a free action, or? Basically, I want to. Yeah, I want to see where the arrow flew out of that hit Drakiar.
Give me perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you do it as like a bonus.
Sling.
Or free, whichever.
Hey, there's nuts here, guys.
with a 10,
That's a nuts.
you're not sure where that arrow came from. Like, it came out of the trees and fucking hit Drakiar, but really, in all this chaos, it could have come from anywhere.
All right, I guess I'm done.
All right, Alloy, you're up.
I'm gonna make a perception to see where that arrow came from.
Yeah, roll it. In all this chaos, I mean, really, that arrow could have come from anywhere.
Where are these rocks you speak of?
Did it roughly come from like this tree area or?
You're not sure. With a 6,
Okay.
it's like it. God only knows. Like, you just know that Drakiar got struck by an arrow, but then, like, looking around, you no idea. You've spent too much of your time breathing fire on people and stabbing children-sized enemies.
I'm gonna move
Don't
over
you
here,
judge how I have a good time.
and then I'm going to attack that crossbow person there.
All right, yeah, you're still within 10 feet of him, and you got that polearm. With a halberd strike of 15 Jesus 12 damage, you absolutely swing around and slash into him. 12 damage, Jesus Christ. 12 damage. He's still standing, but you struck true on him there.
Wait, even after taking a hit from the skull as well?
Yeah, these guys are a bit tougher, the dudes in the back with the crossbows. They got a little more beef to them.
Then why weren't they the ones with the brass knuckles?
Because they're halflings and they don't make any
Cannon
fucking
fodder.
sense. These are also mostly dragon drops of like just like halfling thugs and bandits and stuff like that. And the game was like, yeah, these guys got like these stats and these guys got these ones. I'm like, these guys got a lot more than the other dudes. And they're like, whatever. I'll just make more of the littler guys.
Because the actual qualified competent guys are given the more expensive crossbows than just their fists.
And running at dudes with brass knuckles and attempting to smash dudes with their fucking hands.
If you survive brass knuckles, you're given a crossbow.
Talrith,
These guys clearly are not being promoted to crossbow.
No.
When the man with the crossbow dies, the man with the arrows picks up the crossbow.
Thank you. Thank you for picking it up.
I almost just spewed my Coke up my nose. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to try to locate the source of that shot that hit Drakiar.
Yeah, give me a perception.
I see fucking nothing.
I mean,
Fine.
you've been so focused on what's been going on over here, you have no idea where that arrow came from.
There's some very nice moss over here, guys.
Hey guys, I felt with the hallucinogenic mushrooms. The illusions. Mushrooms.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on that guy.
Yeah, I'll put a little mark on him. Put a little like, eh. All right,
And then I'm going to fucking shoot him.
get at it, buddy. Loose. Jesus, yeah, that hits him. Fuck.
Whoa!
Ah!
Fuck.
Roll for damage.
Quick the longbow.
Bam, 6 piercing. So yeah, you fucking get him.
8 piercing.
Clips into him, but he's hanging in there.
2 more.
From Hunter's Mark.
Oh, and another 2 from the Hunter's Mark. Oop, that's not the right. There we go. I was like, not -8. What are you doing? I did -6 and then -2 separately.
It was Talrand that mentioned that mercenary, not Drakiar. Sorry. Mercenary said something, I was correcting him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just Christmas. Just run over, examine. Oh, the moss. Yo, yeah, that was Caleb that did that. All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's about it.
All right, Piffles, you're up.
I'm gonna run over here. And I'm gonna be like, Ally, you have the stuff for my bagpipes. I need to load them. Gib.
I technically don't have that on my sheet.
Someone put it on there without...
We agreed that you would hold the napalm because you were the least likely to die from the sploding.
Who has
Because
it
nobody
on
trusts me with my own explosives.
the armory collection?
We have the list of stuff, and I think
Fucking
we agreed.
napalm is... No, apparently you have it.
Do I have it?
It's not who has it, it's why we have it. There's an
Oh, it's why
important
we have it.
difference.
Okay.
Because I was pretty sure we agreed that Alloy would hold it because he was the least
That was
likely to die.
The poop bomb.
The poop bomb.
Oh, I thought Alloy had
That-
the bone
He has the
rod.
poison,
Well,
too.
I had the poop poison.
Okay, so you've got him?
Do I have... Okay.
I feel like we
Any-
left the napalm with Piffles.
Okay.
We'll just
Because
say
I
you
remember
got
you guys having a plain discussion about how I couldn't handle my own shit.
it. Well, either
Okay.
way, you've got it.
No. Alright, so in that case, instead of moving there, because I had it on me, I will go over here by Talrand, and I'm going to load the bagpipes using... Which action would that be?
I'm
That my
gonna
free action?
say
Bonus?
it's your free action because I believe reloading ranged weapons is a free action.
Okay.
It is a
And then-
bit more involved to like dump napalm into this thing without causing any kind of damage. So I'm gonna say if you want to use your free action to do it instead of like a longer thing like your move action or whatever, because this is like a special exotic weapon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say give me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
Not just dexterity. I know you've got pluses and other skills that are involved. Sleight of hand? It's either sleight of hand or acrobatics, whichever one's higher.
Give me acrobatics.
Okay, 16. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like you deftly take the screw cap off the bottom and dump the fuel in. You don't really spill any anywhere. You get the cap back on.
Sweet. Okay.
Asking the Goblin Bard to roll acrobatics.
I'm very good at it. Alright, so then I am going to... How does the bad pipes work? We haven't actually tried this yet.
The bad pipes,
So I can't...
if memory serves, allows you to cast Fireball once per fuel.
Oh, shit!
So...
But it takes an action to refill it.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy here, is he dead or is he?
No,
just
he's scared. That's what he is. That's what that
this
tiny
one
skull on
dead,
him means.
though?
He is also scared.
But
They're
he has
both
a little skull
alive.
and crossbones.
This guy is scared because I threatened
That
to
he's
eat him.
marked.
Yeah, he's
mark.
got a hunter's mark on it. Both of them are terrified.
Okay. So can I do it? Does it only fire at one person, or is it a?
It is a.
So
it is
A
a.
fireball is you choose a location. Let me pull up the mechanics for fireball.
Because I haven't used this before.
Now this is
ever.
a non-magic fireball as a spell.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna pull this up here. I can't like drop this into the chat directly,
Yeah.
but it's got a range of 150 feet. We may adjust that, obviously. And then you choose a square. There is a 20-foot radius, like, so 20 feet across, so 4 squares across block.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere specifically.
And how far away can
Oh
this
yeah,
be?
and it's radius, not diameter, so it's 20 feet out in every fucking direction. Everybody who's inside that just catastrophic explosion takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed dexterity save.
This is a third level spell.
Fuck.
I get this next level.
Yeah.
So, but can it go 30 feet from me? Like, can I aim it at
It can go 150
It can go
feet.
150
Oh, sweet.
feet. I am
Okay.
going to say that we're
So
gonna
if I
like
this dude.
I'm going to build this into your thing. Remind me to do this later, but I'm going to build this into your character sheet as an item that you can click
Okay.
on, and it'll give the thing as like an ability that you can use. And yeah,
Cool, yeah.
it is a 20-foot radius explosion that would set off. So if
shit.
you
If I aim
focus it on
here-
that guy, it is
I will hit Caleb.
a square that big. If
Okay.
he is the central point.
Will I?
No,
hit
Doc,
Caleb?
remember, it's a 20-foot radius, not a 20-foot diameter.
Okay, that can't be right.
That's
No.
huge.
And Fireball was built as an intentionally broken spell. It is intentionally overpowered.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't-
radius
Keep in
is
mind, at the
measured
same
from the
level that
center
he gets
out. I was
fireball?
like, there's no way it's that huge. And they're like, no, that blast would hit Caleb.
It's a bomb, Doc. It is a flat-out bomb.
It is a huge explosion, yeah, so you would be
But
going
the thing is,
5,
so
10, 15.
you don't have to worry about Caleb. At 150-foot range, you can just hit an empty square that includes the guy, but not Caleb. Easily.
Okay,
You can
so I'll go
overshoot.
down. Okay, so
Oh,
I'll
you can-
overshoot. I'll
You can
overshoot
hit.
behind him. 'cause
You can
he's-
overshoot and hit both these guys.
Ooh, I could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
you
aim
wanted
for
to do that.
behind the rock where Bromo Nubs disappeared.
All right, go
to.
for it.
Sweet. So I'm gonna do
so
that.
yeah,
What
you're
do I
looking
have
for
to
like
roll?
an area kind of like that.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
get these
I'm in
things
for-
up, and you just start letting off, and one of these things swings across the battlefield slightly to the edge of the trees, and a catastrophic explosion goes off. Let's roll that damage.
How?
Roll 8d6. I'm just gonna roll it for you.
Okay.
What does the reflex say for the bad pipes?
Jesus, Harold Christ on rubber crutches.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So that's
Oh,
8d6.
powerful double.
What is your spell save DC? I'm just gonna use that.
My spell save DC is 13.
All right, cool. So let's see if these guys survive.
Just like
Nope.
zooms out to a bird's eye view of the forest.
So the explosion absolutely
13.
devastates and kills both of them. They're dead. Like that was an obtuse amount of damage.
I told you guys I
This
can
is-
handle my
and
own
let me-
shit.
Let me point out, this is the spell at its lowest level. God help you if you cast it at a higher level.
Okay, I have to actually, because that's going off screen. There we go. So he's dead. They both took 26 damage. They had health at 26 and more. So this dude who's on the ground, actually, he falls to the ground. He is unconscious because he's at exactly 0 HP.
Does Bruno Nub suddenly recognize the sound of the bad pipes?
I did fire when he jumped off the fucking boulder.
I want you to give me an intimidate check with advantage.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think I had the grenade and a bunch of people collected the metal dust.
Cool.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out who has all the things because you pointed out a problem in my
Jesus.
Advantage. I got 20.
I mean, I know I have the metal,
Nope.
the crust
Nope.
monster grenade.
I am a scary gobbo.
So both of the other dudes who are in the field here become scared as you whip out the bagpipes and go honk, and a just raucous explosion incinerates 2 more members of their
What
team.
about the guy back here?
That guy who is up there, he is also scared. Actually, is he? Yep. He's fucking, no, and like one of them's just like, are those the fucking bagpipes? What the hell?
Yes.
All
An
right.
irrelevant question now. But what was the range on the fireball explosion?
That is normally 150 feet.
How big was the explosion? What was the
20
damage?
That
radius.
is a 20-foot radius, so you pick a point and it is 20 feet in all directions from the point of origin.
So I aimed from here and got this guy and
It's
this
a-
guy.
It's a sphere, not a
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're
I
doing a
went far enough
square
away
thing
not-
and the mechanics are specifically it is an explosion 20 feet out, then
Well-
that is...
With the diagonals, you actually get a circular.
Technically, she would have aimed off the map.
Yeah,
I
like,
did technically aim like
very
off
specifically
the
the place that she aimed is off the map right now, but that's fine.
Yes.
So
I
that
did not
dude's
want to
on
hit
the ground.
Caleb and
He is
Zach.
singed and has been knocked unconscious. It is Bromo Nubs' turn. There is, once again, you see, not a giant Bromo Nubs. Hold on, get in there. There we go. Hops up on top of the rocks over here from
God
behind
damn it.
those rocks. But then also, up in this corner, you see the same thing. He hops up on top of the rocks there. And up in the tree again, you see him appear. And just like from all 3 sides now, he hops in. And I'm just going to put a little green marker on this guy to indicate that he's up in a tree. And as the 3 of them hop into range, all of them in unison go, "There's no way you can escape our majesty! Come, my merry men, let's finish off these ruffians," he says to all of maybe 3 guys still alive.
What men do you have left?
And that shot goes for Alloy. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
All right.
Can we see where the arrow came from?
On your turn, you can check to see if you figure out where that's coming from. Oh, yeah, it's a fucking D8. I'll just say that. You take 9 piercing damage as an arrow comes out of the woods and slams into you.
I've always actually taken a number of hits at this point.
And Snack, you're up.
Okay. Because I'm assuming Alloy and Drekir can handle the guy, but Skull, I want to move. Oh, paint it just so you can see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I can move to here and hit this guy.
Yeah, it's 15 feet. So then, yeah, it like runs over there. Roll for it. Fuck, they're back! Ah! I thought those were a myth. Well, the thing is that these bagpipes specifically as they are called, once belonged to the Halfling bandits. So the fact that you have a working pair of these and just like artillery fired just beyond these guys and the blast absolutely just killed 2 dudes. 16 absolutely hits. Roll for damage.
Question. With the scorching rays, dragon breaths, and now the bad pipes in this forest,
I'm keeping track of the amount of fire, don't worry.
It's only
Okay.
4.
4 damage. So he takes 4 damage as the skull suddenly reaves over in that direction and just clamps down on his leg, and he's just like, ah, shit!
Okay, and then I am going to move here, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on this guy.
Oh, Jesus. All right, go for it. Roll the hit. You can grab him.
Here.
Get him with his... Get him. Grab him with your hands. Fucking 22. All right, a dirty 22 at that. All right, roll me damage.
I'm only going to cast it at level 1 this time.
Okay.
It's only 15 damage.
Jesus. So you reach out with your hands and grab onto him, and he's like, ah! Ah! He's like, his flesh visibly starts to melt. Blisters and wounds start like forming on his skin. He's very scared. I believe you still might have a free action left on your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I try and determine where the arrow that
Yes, roll me perception.
Okay, hold on. Core. Where is figure? There you go.
That
No.
is a 6. Yeah, no, like
There are arrows.
You are focusing on just like you
Melting
went
this
like
dude.
blood crazy running towards this guy over here, and then a fucking explosion tore him in half, and you just didn't break stride, ran over to this guy and started killing him instead. Flying arrows that are hitting people are the least of your concerns at this point. All right, Drek,
You're the
you're
rabbit
up.
kobold.
Okay, following both the arrow that hit me as well as the one that hit Alloy, I'm making a perception check.
Yeah, do a perception for me. A 22.
Natural 20!
Crit success. It's in the trees over here.
You
Over
shout
there,
that.
you say.
Hold on. I'm trying to... Oh, you kind of can't see it on my other screen here, so I'm just going to click it on that one. It's over there. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's in the trees. It's in the trees in that area somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say with a crit success, 22 perception, you see a figure, a halfling, standing in the fucking trees over there. I'm going to fucking copy paste him over there. But yeah, you see a guy in the trees on that far side. Let me move this a bit so that people at home can see what I'm talking about. So that guy there. You see him there, but only you so far have seen him. Magic missile!
I'm shouting out to everyone. There! Over there in the trees!
Now, you shot a magic missile, and all of them just slam into him. And it does 5 force damage per missile?
Yes, 2 of them are going for him. The third one's going for the branch he's standing on.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, so yeah, the 2 of them slam into him. And because you've shot the magic missiles into the trees, it's easy now for everybody else to see where the target is. Because you spotted it and then highlighted it by shooting missiles into the trees. And the 2 that slam into him, you hear them be like, ah, fuck! And one of them slams into the branch underneath them. You hear the cracking wood, and let's see if he makes it on a reflex. Yes, he does. Okay, so falling out of the tree, he manages to land on his feet. So he's not up in that tree no more. I can take that green thing off him.
Does he still take the fall damage, or is it that short enough fall that it didn't matter?
He did not take damage falling down like that. He managed to, like, as the branch broke and he slips and falls out of the tree, he does, like, a little flip midair and, like, toof, lands on his feet. And he's fine.
Now visible to everybody.
He has now been pointed out. His stealth has been broken.
And I think that's going to be my turn.
All right. The thugs are up next. So, fuck. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. So, these guys drop their crossbows and, screaming, run into melee combat. But they're still terrified, so they're going to be attacking with disadvantage. That guy's fucking unconscious, and that dude who's up there is going to try to attack Sneck. So they do not have a lot going on, but as they drop their crossbows, each of them pulls 2 daggers out, and they rush Alloy. So 16, does that hit?
No.
9?
No.
What about a 15?
No.
What about an 8?
No.
So these poor bastards just they're just pitifully flailing and swinging with these daggers. The one is over by Sneck, swings at him. Does an 18 hit you?
I have 18 armor. Ty goes to defender.
Ty goes to defender. And a 10 absolutely does not hit you. So again, he's swinging wide. As they're angry and scared and just weeping as they swing and flail at you guys. And that's their turn. Caleb, you are up.
Okay, so there we are. There's the right window. So Bruno Nubs be gay there.
Yep.
Nardu be there. Let's see. My crossbow has a range of 80. Now, what?
It's out of your range, but you could move up to it.
So yeah, you could move and then shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
can
but there's
shoot
also
out of your
this
range,
guy
but
here.
at disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move to here. Crossbow.
Crossbow. Camera
damn.
blown. With a 19, you hit. Roll for damage.
If I remember correctly, I hit this here and
Your arrow catches him just in the thigh, grazing the side of his leg before sticking into the ground. And he just goes, "Ah, fuck!"
Yeah, that's right.
He is also disheveled and sort of misshapen due to the magic missile blast, so he's looking a little worse for wear. But he's still in good condition.
Let's see it disappear from that, you fucker!
Oh, but Emby's going to come up soon with her fireballs.
And yeah, Piffles is going to have to spend a while reloading that. But Caleb, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Reloading the bagpipes would be a full action, right?
I haven't fully decided yet because per use of fuel gives you 1 non-magical use of the spell Fireball.
And I only get to use it twice a day. I don't have a lot of stuff for it.
Well,
Then
yeah, I
here we
mean,
go.
as many times as you can refuel it. But I'm gonna say because it's an item that gives you a spell that is like that. I'm gonna say that.
You told me originally it could only be used twice a day.
Yeah.
That's why I was going with that.
Okay, my original thought was, I'll reload it for her. Give her a little extra time.
I'm gonna say that it takes to reload the bad pipes takes a.
You could give it the reload action. Let me just see what that is.
Reload is you take you can use one of your attacks to reload a weapon.
So I'd have to use a whole turn then, basically.
Well, if you have 2 attacks, you could use one to reload it, and then the second attack to actually fire it.
I think I only have 1 attack, though.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
reloading does take.
But I have free action and movement action.
Yeah. So the reload. So it would take an attack action to reload it, but then your movement and your free action would still be available. Caleb,
Okay, so
you
I
have
moved an
moved
attack
and used
this
your
round,
attack. So are you done with your turn though, Caleb?
Gonna say yes.
Okay.
Given that call, I'm gonna say yes.
And Alloy, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna use second wind.
Oh my Christ.
Poof.
No, wait.
What
use
the
the right
Oh
one.
my God! Hold on, sorry. Hang the fuck on a moment. Hold on.
What the fuck did you
Second win. What the fuck do you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated the top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper of the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe it. This is the thing that like kids post on forums.
That the answer says, I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it.
Yeah, you're fucking dead, kiddo. Anyways, the real second win, you have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on
that's
to protect
hilarious.
yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. So 5 plus.
What the?
All right, and yeah, once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest before you can use it again. So yeah, you dig deep and you fucking go.
Apparently Roll20 had something to tell us. Jeez.
All right.
Whew.
So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use a dash action to sprint at this guy.
Jesus! So you just immediately tump, like run off after Bromo Nubs.
You just like see like Alloy, like a bunch of steam comes out of his armor, and then like he just full sprints towards this guy.
Remember, you still have the breath weapon.
That does provoke an attack of opportunity, though, from the two guys that are there, but they do attack with disadvantage because they are shitting themselves.
Oh
Does
wow,
an 18
that
hit you?
I have 18 AC.
So nope. What about a 13? Does a 13 make
No.
Does a 13? Shit. Oh yeah, so they both swing at you. One of them clangs worthlessly off the side of your armor and doesn't do any damage. You see steam pouring out between your plates and like this faint red glow coming from the inside of the armor like heated metal. You just charge off into the trees, like breaking through branches and smaller bushes and the like as you just like beeline it straight for Bromo fucking Nubs.
With fire pouring out of his mouth vent.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's true, he does still have fire breath.
He does have the dragon's breath, yeah.
No, that is
dragon's breath, man.
Your dash, so that is both your attack and your move action. Is there anything else that you want to do with your turn? An 8, unfortunately, doesn't make it. But you see, as you're like sprinting and bashing through the trees, running at this guy, it definitely makes an impression. As his eyes are crazy wide as he sees you just diving at him. Talarin, you're up.
As a free action, I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark to Bromo Nubs.
Okay.
Jesus.
Bromo Nubs was not prepared for us!
Nope.
So I like the plan. All of you are going to kill him. I'm going to one by one slaughter the minions.
Minion fight!
Yes!
The next question I have is, can I dip an arrow in something and then shoot it?
Haha!
I'm going to say if you want to... So here's the thing. Normally, taking one of your arrows and then dipping it in a poison during combat and then firing that arrow would be a reload action. So I'm going to say that would take you an attack action to do that because it's like you have to take the cork off, take the arrow, dip it, put the cork back on without stabbing yourself, and then like also without spillage. If you want to try and rush and do this as a free action, you can attempt to do so, but there will be a high DC acrobatics check or sleight of hands in order for you to complete this without hurting yourself.
Or you can just shoot him.
Well, since the poison can't actually hurt me,
Oh, you're using the shit yourself to death poison?
that's the one.
Yes!
It's the only poison I actually have on me because it doesn't hurt me.
Okay, so yeah, free action. Give me sleight of hand or acrobatics, whichever one's higher. Jesus, okay. So deftly, You draw an arrow, pull the cap off, dip it, like fucking knock the arrow, and then fire. Give me a roll for your attack. 27!
Not as good as.
Alright, roll me damage.
And then shit himself.
8 piercing. Okay, so he does. Jesus Christ.
For Hunter's Mark. Plus,
He absolutely takes that. Oh god. Can Bromo Nubs make it out of this alive? Let's see. Can he make his Constitution save? Oh god.
Nat 1, Nat 1, Nat 1, Nat 1,
Nat 1, Nat 1,
Nat 1, Nat.
Nat 1.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh.
With a 16, Ty goes to Defender, so he just makes the save for
Damn
this
it.
poison. He's like, he gets caught with the arrow, and he's like, fuck.
Does he still get to trip balls?
As
Just doesn't shoot
he
himself
made
to
the
death.
DC for that, there is like a mild hallucination effect on him right now, but he is at present not shitting himself to death.
Is his illusions like a concentration spell?
That is correct. After after he got knocked out of the trees, I'm gonna retcon that because I was waiting for his turn to talk about it. But yeah, on like when you hit him with those magic missiles, and he like had to do a bit of a backflip and landed on the ground. The illusions poofed out of existence. All 3 of them suddenly just disappear into mist.
But
All right, Talrand, is there anything else that you want to do?
oh, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Piffles, you are up.
I need to reload my bad pipes. But
Okay.
also, like, yeah, I'm gonna reload the bad pipes.
All right,
Do I
if
need
you-
to do another dexterity thing for that?
If you're taking a full attack action to do it, then no.
Okay.
Honestly, I think at this point it's not really even necessary.
No. But where's Bromo? We haven't taken him down yet.
Yeah, Bromo's in the woods with Alloy.
He's in the woods with Alloy.
It has enough range. You could definitely cast it far enough on the other
Yeah,
side
so
to
I'm
only
going
hit
to,
promo.
I'm going to, I'm
take
going
it.
to use my action to reload it. I'm going to cast,
I can take it.
and then I will also hang on one second. I'm just going to see how many times I can cast Bardic Inspiration. I think I can cast it twice right now. Where's my inspiration?
I like to imagine every time she plays the bad pipes, it just like shows her playing it, and then it zooms out to like a far wide shot of the forest as you see it
Now,
She just
okay.
Is it a
puts the
poof
piece
or
in
is
her
it a
mouth, and it's
piff?
like, and then just big far off shot of the woods, just.
Is it a poof or is it a piff?
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Talrand.
All right,
as well.
sweet.
And then I'm going to use movement, and I'm gonna go over here. I can't. Hang on, I have to pick myself up. Whoops.
Neither.
Trackpad is not helpful. Bam.
All right,
Yeah.
so you moved to that location there.
And I reloaded my bad pipes.
Yeah, so
Oh,
as
next
you're moving along, and you like turn to Talrand and like, you got this, and you turn over the bagpipes and you're unscrewing the thing, and you pour more of the fuel in from the little like the little jar
Cap.
that they given you.
Yeah.
Put the cap back on, so it is reloaded and ready to fire again. All right, it is Bromo Nubs' turn. Let's see if he
Fucking
can
Bromo.
manage concentration. Okay, good. So all of this fucking insanity is just going. And fucking
You should be
Alloy is
rolling
just like
concentration
sprinting
at it.
into the woods after him. Just choo, 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 and he's got his like thing. He just looks up to him and goes, "Shit!" and then casts a spell and turns invisible.
Should he be rolling a disadvantage on concentration though because he's hallucinating?
Well, that's why I had him do a concentration to see if he could cast at all.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, the DC for that was 20. Like, he's...
So-
I wanted this because I'm just like, you're still poisoned. You're just not shitting yourself to death yet. So,
Yeah.
fucking... Yeah, like, he's in bad shape. So,
Shit, we
managed
can't let him get away!
to get off the spell, and you lose sight of him. Now, I'm gonna... Let's see... yeah, Alloy, give me perception. He vanishes in front of you. You're not, you can't, like, you know he's close to you, you cannot pin down where he is. Everybody
Well,
else who's on the battlefield who could see Bromo Nubs' position, you see him snap his fingers and turn invisible. He vanishes from your immediate sight, but that is not to say that that is the end of Bromo Nubs, obviously. There are things that you could still do. Sneck, you are up.
It's a
Okay.
good
Is there no
So-
chance I have a chance
Step
to
one.
keep track of him because of my hunter's mark?
Do you think
Your
it's gonna
hunter's
move
mark is still
back
on him,
here?
yes. Now, does a hunter's mark let you track somebody, like, that you can't see?
It gives me advantage at tracking.
At tracking?
Against
Okay. So yeah,
or
if you...
perceptions against them. Either survival or perceptions to find them.
Survival or perceptions to find them, yes. So your hunter's mark persists. How long does it last for when you cast it on someone?
An hour.
I think it's until he goes to sleep.
It's an hour. Okay, so... just spiritual weapon. It's gonna move to here. Are you attacking this guy?
Yeah.
It misses anyway, but yeah, I was attacking. Well, I was going to attack the one right next to it, but it doesn't matter. It only rolled like 6.
Yeah, so
Or
the little skull
11,
floats over.
sorry.
I'm gonna bites at a guy, and he manages to duck and sort of twist around it because Jesus, what the hell?
And then I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds again.
Sweet, do it. What do you got? Christ! All right, cool. Roll your damage. 13. So you let off the. This guy is barely alive. With 13 damage. His fucking. You remember the first RoboCop movie when that one dude got like covered in sludge and was walking around and had his all skin and shit
yeah.
hanging off him, and he was like, "Whoa," as he's walking, kind of like that. He is looking very bad right now. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I don't believe I can. All I really have is like a free action.
All right, so that brings us up to Drakir.
Moving 5 feet over here. Then... Oh. Burning Hands.
Burning fucking hands. There, that's where I want that. Oh, Jesus. And they have to make a DC 14 dex save to try and avoid it, or else the both of them take 11 damage. Let's see. Okay, yes, but then also no. So the dude in front of you doesn't make it, but the dude on the side does. Did they take half
Isn't he at
damage?
disadvantage?
They're at disadvantage to attack.
He takes half damage, yeah.
Okay, so the dude in the back, I'm gonna say you get -6. But the dude in the front, he is looking in very bad shape. He's got -11. He's at 5 HP. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you that, but he's not looking good. So yeah, you run up and just unleash this fire at him, and it just rages into the two of them. And the one in the front definitely takes the brunt of it, and a bit of a splash still hits the dude behind him.
Also, any flammable objects that are not carried or worn are just automatically caught on fire.
That are not carried or worn? Okay, so some of the leaves and grass on the ground get singed and burned up. Oh, Jesus. One more fire spell, and there's gonna start being because the whole of the battlefield right now has been coated in fire. Mostly it's just been, charring up some sticks, burning out leaves, and singeing the grass and whatnot. But at this point, it's getting a little hot in this area in the woods. Like, there's still some embers in this area. Like, it's not dry brush, but there is deadfall here that's starting to go, so we want to be, obviously, careful with that going forward.
You guys remember that one scene from Terminator 2 when that playground gets fucking nuked?
Yeah.
Hey,
No?
I am
Like that
a
recently.
Red Dragon
let's not.
Bloodline Sorcerer. I'm doing my job.
That is not
And
wrong.
well.
Yeah, no, you're definitely doing your job there.
Do
So
what you do.
it's what he do.
Fire. Lots of fire. I even get to give my allies fire.
Lots of it. All right. Now we're gonna just pull that this in. Cool. Okay, is that all of your turn?
Perception. Try to see if I can spot Broman. No, again.
Yeah, you can try.
He is invisible.
He has turned invisible, and he is using stealth to.
Oh, it's like I am just trying to see if I get lucky.
Okay.
Ooh, 20.
And a 20. Let's have a look here. Okay, so you do see some like movement in the bushes, but it's hard for you to tell if that's him or if that's something else.
Alright. And that's gonna be my turn. And I'm kind of running out. Like, I am going to have to rest after this battle. I am down to 2 spell slots, one of each level.
Okay. All right. So, as that is your turn, up next, it's the fucking thugs.
The non-existent thugs.
The absolutely nothing group of thugs that are there. One of them dives at Caleb with his daggers, screaming and yelling. Oh, tears streaming down his stupid face as he tries to attack you with his attacks. Does an 8 or a 12 hit you?
No.
Sweet. The other one swings at Drakir. Does a 10 or a 15 hit you?
The 15 hits.
The 15 hits. All right, so he gets in with a swing, does 6 slashing damage. As one of his swings makes contact and cuts into you.
Making... Oh, there goes the fire breath.
Yeah, okay, so then, yeah, the fire breath spell unfortunately fades out as he cuts into you and it breaks your concentration just enough. The last thug that is up next to Sneck makes his swings. Does a 6 or a 10
No.
hit you? Nope. Okay, cool. So that's their turn.
What about this guy?
He is still face down in the dirt.
Wait, no, he got blown up by the...
I'm making save rolls for him. As far as you can tell, he's just like got hit by that blast and he's lying on the ground. Yes, Camry, the X's do indicate fallen enemies.
Caleb, if you take a 5-foot step, I will be giving you flanking for sneak attack.
So, yeah, Camry, if you used one of the words on a short list that I gave Eris, then she will shush you and
Good.
delete your message. So she will time you out for 1 second and like delete your message and then warn you to be like, don't use those words.
Yeah, but getting timed out deletes all your messages from the entire chat.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. It is a short list of words. So,
I love it.
All right, so gonna move to here, and
even if it was a spelling mistake and you accidentally spelt like a very bad word, it will still be like nope, and then do that to you. All right.
And yeah, the excuse of a spelling mistake gets old quickly.
Tell me about
That
it.
being said, bam.
That's a
With
blue
rapier.
square.
Wait, what?
Somebody's put a blue square.
I think that's actually you, Planthier.
Whoops. Hold on.
There you go.
Okay, that wasn't me.
No, well, either way. So you move to that position. What are you doing there?
Attack this dude with the rapier. Roll the 17.
Okay, 17 hits. Roll your damage.
11.
11 piercing
Don't forget your
damage.
sneak attack.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
yeah.
you definitely like slash across this guy. Yeah, because you have him flanked, you get to add your sneak attack damage.
That would be 2d6. 2d6. Bam. So it goes to 22.
Oh, you were trying to abbreviate who are, and you wrote whore, which I did put on that list. So, like, yeah, that would do it.
Oh, wow.
Remember your punctuation, kids!
Wait.
Stay in school. Be smart.
So,
Punctuation is the
Jesus, you do another 11 damage. You you fucking kill this guy, dude. So he also, as you like slash into him, just runs out of HP and collapses to the ground. He is also at exactly 0. So hanging on. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
We haven't spotted Bruno, have we?
Bromo.
Bomo.
We have not found the Bromo.
Bumbro.
He is the
But does Bromum Nubs is
Let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma mean very different things.
Alright, so
Gotta remember that comment.
I'm gonna.
Oh, she did use correct punctuation weirdly. Okay, so I might take that one off of Eris's list then.
She didn't. She used the apostrophe the first time, but like she used the word twice in a sentence, and she said I would use hooer, like
Yeah.
whore, but that would be whore is what she typed. So she did type the full thing. So Eris was doing her job
Okay.
because she's
well,
a good robot wife.
Hold on, let
there
me
we
try
go.
something.
Yep. Yeah, so then
Yeah, so it was the second instance.
it was the second
Yeah.
time that the apostrophe wasn't used. Okay, there it is.
Let's get back to the
As
game.
intended.
All right, back to the game. Either way.
Alright,
Yep.
so I'm gonna make the perception to try and spot Bum
Go
Rush
for it. Yeah.
Doubles.
Bromo, you see movement in the trees over in that area.
Sorry, which area?
That area over here. There is some rustling in the bushes and stuff like that, but you can't see him directly.
But I wouldn't know if that's him or something else.
It's hard to tell. He turned invisible.
I see. In that case, I will just simply say, Alloy, heads up! He might still be there! And then my turn.
All right, Alloy, you are up.
I was going to say for Alloy to use the fire breath, but that little
Aw.
minion just prevented that.
Switch to thermal vision.
gun for targets?
Looking through the trees like,
Okay, I'm sorry. When you say that, I'm now picturing Alloy's vision like the HUD from Metroid Prime. Can we give Alloy an arm cannon, please? Next level.
Oh no, you're bothering me.
I don't know about an arm cannon, but we could probably mount a crossbow to his arm.
I was thinking about doing that at some point, seeing if like
if you can mount
I can have like
weapons.
a light crossbow built into my arm.
Yeah, just give him
There
the berserk
are-
treatment. Come on.
There are, weirdly enough, canonically, augmentations that exist for Warforged that can do things like that, which is replacing arms or other appendages and things like that with weapons.
That would be in the Eberron book, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
ED 209 meets D&D. Clay.
That's what
Can
have on my
I
shelf.
make
Love that too.
It's a
make a shot in the dark and just like
Let's
swing
swing wide.
attack this square, like swing with disadvantage?
Yeah, go for it. You swing into the bushes. You don't hear anything. It's just, you just hit leaves and twigs. You fuck a bush right up, though. Fuck that bush right up.
We're gonna get to we're gonna get to MB's turn, and she's going to just fireball the entire forest.
Pretty much.
Can I
I'm
hold
just gonna burn
movement?
everything around out.
Can you hold movement?
And then that little bastard's gonna jump up behind a boulder again.
I would normally say, in order to hold an action, you would normally be like, okay, I'm gonna hold my turn.
Right, it would be
and then the
full action.
The execute is this parameters, and then continue from there.
Okay.
But as you've already made an attack action, I'm gonna say no, not this turn.
Okay.
All right. At that point, Talrand, you are up.
And jogs over there. And attempts to find an asshole.
I'm gonna find an asshole
No.
with advantage. You definitely, like, with your hunter's mark, you can still sense that he's in that direction, but you cannot get a beat on him. Fuck, he is slippery.
So if I light the whole fire up, bitch isn't gonna just show up behind a fucking boulder again on the other side.
If you do
I'm
shoot your
gonna be
fucking
dead.
fireball into the trees, there is with a 20-foot radius, a pretty good chance you might hit him, sure.
Even if you
Pretty
don't get
much.
him, that's going to bring up some smoke, which he's going to start moving about if he moves through it.
And you'll be able to see him through the smoke potentially, and or he gonna need to breathe.
This is true.
So I don't have enough of an idea of where he is to try to loose an arrow at him.
You can take a shot with disadvantage, and pick a square, but like he's over there somewhere. You can't get a beat on him.
You can also let your allies know that he's in the forest.
We all know he's over there, and I
Somewhere.
don't more than anyone else does.
Drop your weapons. You have 15 seconds to comply.
No.
Take my entire turn and dip another arrow.
But
Oh,
no.
Okay. So you prep another poisoned arrow.
Yes.
Dope. All right, sweet. All right, Piffles, you are up.
Emmy! Okay, so I am going to use the bad pipes again. So
that's
Elmo was last seen in front of or behind Alloy?
In front of.
He was last
In
seen in
front of.
this spot here, but there's been a lot of movement in the trees, sort of in like that ish area and further into the woods off the map.
Okay.
So it's hard to kind of pin down where he is or might have gone at this point.
I say
Okay.
just shoot it so it will just like barely not hit Alloy.
That's basically what I'm going to do, is I'm going to fire it behind him far enough that it doesn't touch Alloy, but it's going to torch the fucking woods behind him. Yeah.
All right, so you again take the bad pipes and you just let off another one of these things, and it detonates into the trees, setting fire to some of the bushes that are in that area.
Nice, and then I have to roll 3d6. Oh no, because we don't know if it hit him.
To answer a quick question, Claire, Ed 209 is from RoboCop 1. If you Google ED-209 from RoboCop 1, he's in that movie, and he's one of my favorite robots in cinema.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yay.
roll damage.
it's 8d6.
It's
It's 8d6. So what I'm gonna do,
Okay. So
I did it last time. So you do slash roll space, and then you go 8 lowercase d6, and then you hit enter, and it rolls you 8d6.
Bam!
Same
It always
damage
seems to
both
come up-
times. That's fucking wild.
Can I
So
roll that again in case it's just being. No, they use different numbers. Okay. Is it being
Yeah,
doofy?
alright,
Okay, no,
so-
you got one. Okay, it's done. It's just because it rolled 26
yeah,
the first time we did this too. So I was like, what happened?
What the fuck? Yeah, so you light up that part of the woods, and with the explosion, it blasts branches off of some of the trees. Like, the explosion itself does a lot of fire damage, but doesn't... Like, you wouldn't be able to use it to, like, blow a stone wall open or something like that.
No.
Yeah. Like, it's
Okay.
a low detonating roar that goes off, and it will light shit on fire if it is flammable and unattended. So... there's just a huge explosion. Some of the things light on fire, and smoke starts to spread through that area. Give me perception. Everybody who's trying to find Bromo Nubs, roll me a perception.
I'm real bad.
Talon,
Do I get
you may do
advantage?
so with advantage.
Wait, with advantage?
Talron gets advantage on his only because he's got the hunter's
Oh, whoops.
mark.
I think I rolled. Did I roll that with advantage by accident? Whoops. Hang on.
Well, I mean, we just take the first number. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Doc, would I even be able to like see him from where? How far away I am? We're quite a distance.
Oh yeah, you're way far off.
I was like, I probably didn't even see him in the tree, let alone vanish.
Yeah, no, we're gonna say that you don't got it.
Yeah,
That's 100 feet.
Real cool,
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna say if
distracted
you
with the guy in
want,
front
you
of
can
me.
roll it, but you would be at disadvantage because of your distance.
That's fair. Okay, so perception. Oh, hold on. Disadvantage. There you go. There.
All right, so that's an 8. So far, with the best we got is a 19. Alloy, roll. Oh, you guys already did. Both Alloy and Palanthier. You guys also rolled. Okay.
Last year got a 22.
Yup. Tie goes to the defender. So Palanthier.
God damn it.
You, like, all of you guys are, like, looking amidst all the fire and the smoke and the chaos that are in the trees. It's hard to determine which movement that's in there might be him.
God damn it.
But those
Damn it.
squares are now on fire, so he's going to start taking fire
Did
damage.
he roll concentration for his concentration spell if he took damage?
He did.
Ooh. Damn.
Beats.
Bitch.
He is hanging in there. He's...
I will find you!
I will
Will roast you like a marshmallow.
All right. Biffles, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. That's Nubs' turn.
Does he start to-
as a note,
Wait.
Talron, you feel your hunter's mark start to move away from you very quickly.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
It's
a question.
running.
Yeah.
Is he taking? Is there enough fire over there that he'd be taking fire damage? From standing in flames?
Some of the
Yeah.
stuff that's lighting on fire, there's still like gaps between some of the trees and stuff like that.
He should still be taking smoke inhalation damage. Come on now.
And with a roll of 11 for the skull, that is.
Does he count as flanked? Would that work?
Yeah, does the skull count as an enemy? Because it
You
doesn't
can't
have
attack
it doesn't
it.
have HP. You can't attack it.
Like, I know the whole point of disadvantage is that you
A
can't pay
weapon.
attention to an enemy in front of you and behind you at the same time.
It might not be able to provide flanking, but it might be able
I'll leave
to
the call up to you,
profit
Doc.
from it.
I'm gonna
Because
say
the whole point of advantage is that you can't. It's the idea of you're trying to dodge hits from both sides.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say you got advantage with that.
Okay, so I will roll it
yeah,
again.
roll one more
then.
time.
Just
You already got it. You already rolled for. You already have 2 rolls there. You could just take the 19.
Oh, that's true.
No, that's your perception roll.
Oh, yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, so roll,
Yeah, let's say
roll
wait a minute.
attack again for the spiritual weapon. And it's 25. You fucking hit it.
Natural 20.
Roll damage,
Okay.
baby.
Eat his face.
Melt his face. Melt his face! Yeah, he fucking dies. This thing chomps down onto the side of his neck and, like, tears an artery open, and the guy goes, and falls over. Because that's, what is that,
Okay.
minus 14? He didn't have that kind of HP left. He's dead.
Okay. And
Alright, that
now I'm
guy's
going
down.
to dagger the guy in front of me.
Get him! Get him!
There's a 13 hit.
Stab! And a 4, you absolutely slice into him, and down he goes.
Okay, I can still move. I think we established strikes. I can, but that's the only thing I have left, right?
Yes, that is the only action you've got left.
Whoops. Okay. With my map, accidentally. Oh, 1, 2,
Meh.
15, 20, 25. Can I? Do I have to spend movement to climb onto the rock?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's as far as I can. Well, I guess I can get there.
You could get there, yes. All right. That is the last of the dudes who are in the field. I'm gonna. So the thugs, they're out of the picture entirely.
Wait, what about this guy?
Oh, him and the other dude I have left without X's on them because they are at exactly 0 HP, so they are currently rolling
unconscious, but not
for
dead.
rolling their saves
Death
to see
saves.
if they make it. Because they didn't go into the negatives. Now, typically, if you go into your negatives, it just puts you at 0, and then you have to make your death saves. But for these guys, they were put to exactly 0, so I'm gonna, like, see if maybe any of them survive. And that is next turn. Drakir, you're up.
Drakir!
I'm going to try to make another perception check. Does moving through the smoke
Okay.
provide any
Yeah.
advantage on trying to spot them?
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah.
Did you want to try using Arcana to track my connection to him?
Would I be able to do that?
Tracking... Because the Hunter's Mark is something that really only applies to Talrin, in terms of his ability to sense his target or to follow it through certain areas.
Ooh, but it's
Um,
magic, right?
Yeah, but it's religious magic.
It's the thing. Is
but I was-
it kind of is Hunter magic.
But he has that sense
If
magic.
you wanted to try to use Arcana to sense him, you could also use your Arcana to maybe try to find him through the use of his invisibility spell.
True.
So if
I
you want, as a
could-
free action, you can roll Arcana.
Do you have detect magic?
That's
That's-
also a thing.
The tech magic
I-
would take up a spell and a spell and a
I
and a
feel
action.
I feel like you're trying to use an Arcana check as a
First level divination
magic
ritual,
spell.
which is detect magic. Yeah.
Doc,
and then- yes.
Clay is also saying that, like, is he not leaving footprints that we could track?
You could.
That's another thing, because, like, someone in the,
Yeah.
Clay in the chat was just saying that we could possibly do that.
Yep.
And
No,
especially
he's-
because he's not trying to be stealthy, his stealth check would be at disadvantage against my
Yeah,
perception.
he is sprinting at this point, but he is invisible. With that 16 though in Arcana, Drakir, you can't necessarily like sense him. I gave you the ability to sort of sense like some of the larger story-based magic before, also because it was very pervasive in the woods, which it now no longer is. But using the Arcana, I'm gonna say that you do recognize the spell that he's used as greater invisibility.
Alright. Dang it, he's too far away that I could not use I wouldn't be able to use tech magic because that's a 30-foot. That's 30-foot range. Dang. I don't think there's much I can do.
I mean, if you want to try to like run up to where Alloy is and then try to use it from there, that is an option. But yeah, like, yeah, 60 feet, that would be a sprint, so that would take up your attack action as well.
Yeah, it's honestly the only thing I can do.
Yeah. Okay. Caleb, is there anything you want to do?
Guy in front of me is down. I mean, not much I can do. I'll take the main action to reload my crossbow. And just basically look around. It's just... Is that everyone? We done? Anyone?
Anybody else?
We still got Bruno Nubs running away.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
He might just get away unless someone gets a lucky perception check.
Alright. Well, let's see how well my luck holds out. Okay, that's a thing.
all right, with a 23, you see in the distance to the trees, through a cloud of smoke, you see a fucking Bromo Nubs-shaped silhouette quickly dive through one of them, moving away from you in, like, that direction.
Okay, how far away would you say he is? About 30, 50, 60 feet?
He is from that position, that area in front of Alloy, he would be over 60 feet at this point.
60 feet. Okay. Alright, I will shout out, Alloy! 60 feet ahead of you! He's there! And then
I say you could still take a 30-foot move up and at least try at disadvantage to hit him.
well, I took a full action to reload my crossbow.
The crossbow does take an action to reload.
Dang.
Yeah, so not so much.
Still maybe a good idea to move up.
I
Alright,
gotta
well,
look into
tell
that.
you what, here. I'll be the Bloodhound here. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And, you know, using my crossbow, not firing, just point out that, Mouse, what are you doing? Yeah, it's just... He's there! You got a ranged weapon, use it!
All right. And Alloy, I'm going to give you this before I have us drop out of combat, and then you guys can use your skills and stuff like that as you see fit from there.
I mean, I'd really like one more chance to take a shot at him.
Alloy, what do you use with your turn?
So I have an idea for where he is now, right?
Yes. As it was pointed out to you by Caleb, he like points out to the spot in the woods, like the area that he is standing in.
I mean, we're
That
still going
he's
to be able to
running through.
Guys, we're still going to be able to go after Bromo. It's just we won't be in combat anymore because honestly, we're not fighting anymore. We're just trying to pin a running target.
But my thing's the
I'm
combat
going to
action.
sprint after him.
Okay. We won't go on the map because we're pretty much off the map at this point. So then, yeah, he is just within sprinting range of you, the spot that was marked for you.
You're going to tackle him?
Do you want to try to make an attack?
I mean, if you'll let me, then sure.
Yeah, it's with disadvantage. Because you're attempting to hit a running invisible target.
Let me look up the rules for... I can probably type it in here.
Might be a good idea to try and tackle him to the ground.
Let's roll a grapple, wouldn't you?
Searching.
It's a small creature.
You'd have to hit him first.
Hold on.
Well, what I mean, like roll to attempt to grapple.
Trying to catch a greased up deaf guy.
You're never gonna catch me.
I am not able to...
Get
It's grappled. Where's the actual action for grabbing something? Hold on, let me look in the book.
Grappling is
An action.
combat grappling.
Post strength check.
There we go. Oh my god, this thing is like, my rules are busted for some
The
of
target
this.
of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength or dexterity acrobatics.
So are you trying to grapple back, or is he trying to dodge, basically?
So here,
Might not actually.
athletics.
Just heavily obscured.
And he either
detected by noise or makes tracks. Look at that.
Or
That is another thing. Let's have a look here. A 24 athletics.
is that
Was
with
that-
disadvantage?
Was that to hit? Was it like
That-
to try
so-
to grab him?
Yeah, so he has to either roll athletics or what was it?
Yeah, roll me another one. Athletics
Yeah,
or acrobatics?
Or acrobatics.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Your hands, like, graze the side of something as you just chomp through the woods and you dive on that spot. You narrowly grip just the fucking edge of him. And he manages to just like slip out of your fingers, and you hear him go, oh shit, and then you hear like that tap of his feet as he attempts to continue running away. I'm gonna move that over there. I'm gonna remove that because those guys are dead. There we go.
Okay, so we're now out of combat.
Yes, at this point,
I had one more combat action I wanted to make.
Well, you can try to make that action now. We're just not going to be making that action in combat anymore.
Okay,
we're
Calvin
going to drop on out.
What?
Calvin would shoot his arrow and expend the point of bardic inspiration that he has from Piffles
Do it.
after trying to locate the where
Well-
Bruno Nubs was.
You have disadvantage when you're attacking an invisible target, so make your rolls.
Use the bardic inspiration.
I was trying to find him first, like actually locate him.
Use tracking.
Yeah, because like looking at it,
Like,
it's like
perception to find him.
yeah, it says
He's-
an invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. For the purposes of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by noise that it makes or tracks that it leaves. Attack rolls
He
against that
still has
creature
hunter's
just
mark.
You
flat
could use
have
survival.
disadvantage.
Survival for tracking,
So like,
couldn't he?
yeah, you could
He still
track him, but if you
still
want
has
to
his
try
hunter's
to
mark.
if you want to try to attack him, it's still with disadvantage. Like even if you know where he's standing, like if you're like he's standing exactly there and you want to try to swing your sword at him, it's still with disadvantage because he's invisible. Fucking make that shot though. Do it. Take a shot. Take the shot. Oh my god, that was a fucking 29! Jesus Christ! Yeah! +2! With a 13, your shot goes into the woods and strikes some bushes. Apparently, it doesn't hit anything. Who's offending Discord? What's going on?
Oh no, Kara was just asking about what happened to all of the messages because
somebody
freaked out.
Somebody forgot
So
to put
she
an
was just asking-
apostrophe in the word "who are."
She didn't forget. She did type out the word anyway. In any case, she was asking if you could post a list of the banned words.
I feel
Or-
like I shouldn't have to, but I actually can't post that list.
No.
Because Eric.
Posting that list anywhere would get, like, even if I posted it into Discord in an announcement thing, like, that would get me in serious shit.
Yeah.
So
No, but isn't it a list that's on... I thought it was a list that you took from...
It is a list that I took.
From the website.
That's the thing. Like,
Can you post a link to it?
For example, Twitch and Discord and YouTube and a lot of other major social platforms do not publicly post their list of words that are not allowed. They do not make those lists public. I took all of my words from a list and then I added a bunch of words to that list. One of those words was the word whore, which is who are without the apostrophe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove just that one, and we're going to go about our day.
Well, Doc, you're saying you don't actually have to.
She did actually type it and intended to type it. She didn't. She was like, I would type who apostrophe RE, but then that would spell whore is what she wrote. So she did intentionally write the word.
Well, that's the thing, is that other people have typed in who are with the apostrophe, and it didn't get caught.
Because
that's because
that's not
she
what Eris
actually
blocked
did
her
type.
for.
She did block her out for typing the actual word whore. She did not put an apostrophe in.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
So
yeah,
if people are
that'll happen.
typing whoer, then she's fine. Eris is doing her job.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
working
have
as
a
intended.
question. How
She
long-
caught it correctly.
How long ago was it that happened?
Like
Long
an
enough, it doesn't
hour or
matter.
something.
Like an hour
don't
ago, I don't know
care.
why this is still a conversation of
Yeah,
topic.
doesn't matter.
Somebody's
No,
messages got
it's-
deleted because they wrote a bad word by accident. Just leave it.
Yeah.
So,
That word was said.
Anyway.
okay.
So Snack is murdering the guys that are on the ground.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ, Snack.
Yay, snack!
So you
Told you I had a combat actually left.
Hail
All
the
right,
king!
so you fucking coup de grace the guy that's over there, and you walk up and you stab the dude who's lying there in front of you.
All right,
Okay.
sorry, I don't mean to drag this out further. With me spotting out Bruno Nubs, could I make a shot out of combat with disadvantage?
Sure. I'll say yeah. You can take a shot.
All right. First of all, set this to disadvantage, and yeah. Oh,
With disadvantage, you take that shot. Fuck, does a 21 hit him?
When the DM has to check that. Holy crap.
Yeah, because I'm trying to, because I'm like, what fucking AC did I give him?
well,
Yep.
if it's happening, it's probably it hits.
It hits. The 21 hits.
Okay.
At this point, as he's flat-footed, yeah, roll damage.
All right.
Piercing 5. Okay. So yeah, your arrow sings in between some of the bushes through the smoke, and in the distance, you just hear this. Ah!
And with that, Caleb just smirks, and
He's suddenly visible again.
he's done his duty.
He is
That's like
Nice.
unfortunately not visible.
God damn it!
I know.
He has an arrow sticking out of him.
So now an arrow's running around floating in the air.
No,
The arrow that
invisibility covers
strikes an
everything that
invisible
touches you.
target would itself also turn invisible.
God damn it!
Yeah, because it is
That's why
now
your clothes
considered
are
an-
invisible and everything else.
It is now considered an object on his person, so it
An object
also
in
vanishes.
his person.
Yes.
Well,
An
seeing
object.
where the arrow struck, I'm going to get into position.
it's
use
a
my
ways
ass
in
breath.
there. But if you want to try it, go for it.
Oh,
More than
he
30 feet away because you can't even hit him anyway.
gets
No,
to take a
he's-
save for half damage. He's taking damage no matter what.
He's too far away.
Yeah, he's too far.
Yeah,
The
he only
breath
reaches
weapon
30
only
feet.
goes. Was that 15 feet?
Even if I move 30 feet to get in position,
Yeah, he's a ways in there. He is 60 feet from the position you are standing at.
okay,
I'm-
then how about
I'm always having a full sprint to keep up with him.
Yeah. Alloy did a full sprint and then a tackle to try and grab him.
Okay, then magic missile at the spot where he was at least at.
See, now herein lies the weird situation. Magic missile never misses, but the target is invisible.
So it'll go where you aim.
So then, like, but that's the thing is you can't roll an attack with magic missile. It always hits.
I guess in that point, it would come down to the DM saying if the target was still where you thought it was when you aimed.
Yeah, because he's fucking dive. You know what? Roll me damage on that. How many missiles is it? Is it 3/4 per missile?
It's
So
3/4
here-
per missile, 3 missiles. So
3 missiles?
it would
Okay,
be
so
not.
that's 9 damage. Okay, so
Here's the thing with those sorts of spells is that in the thing it says a target that you can see.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. All right.
Each
so
dart
You
hits a
have to be
creature
able
of
to
your
see it.
choice that you can see within range.
Well,
Shit.
either way, you let off a magic missile, and they slam into a series of trees and bushes and stuff like that in that area, peppering that area down with magical fire, and it
So now
doesn't
that
seem-
area of force is thoroughly,
doesn't seem to
thoroughly
strike him.
inflamed.
Talron, you definitely see his tracks there, though. So you guys now standing victorious over the broken bodies of a veritable small army of fucking dudes here. You find yourself standing in the woods over all of these guys, and what to do at this point. You may continue pursuing Bromo Nubs through the woods, or you can stay to loot these guys and tend your wounds. Or you may
Let's
do
loot
both. You
him.
can loot stuff and then tend your wounds and then follow his tracks.
And put out the fires.
And there are some small fires that have started on some of these trees, yeah, that you may want to put out.
So, friends, do we want to keep
Well,
We should regroup and heal.
as long as he
that
can't,
forward?
as long as he can't rest, we can track him. So we can put out the fires and loot, and then track him.
True.
Or we can just let him go.
Mission.
Or do we deal with the aftermath here and then head on our more important mission than dealing with a random thug, no matter how obnoxious he is?
You could always kill him later.
What-
He
what-
might be here on the way back, though.
That is
Or
also
he could
very
track
true.
us.
Oh, that'll be great,
Why would
because then
we-
we'll be stronger with more stuff.
Why do we care? He's a random guy who got in our way. Can we just heal up
So
and
let's-
rest and then go?
Thank you.
Let's loot.
Okay.
I want to find out what these guys
If we're-
got.
If we're not
Loot it
going,
and go and rest.
if we're not going to go take down Bromo Nubs
I wonder what halflings taste like.
permanently,
I'm sure
then we
could
do
cook
have to
them.
stop and rest because I am completely out of. I'm at half my sorcerer points. I'm at half my health, and I got 1 level 2 spell slot left.
Yet another reason
Yes,
to stop.
let's loot and deal with the fallout, so put out the fires, and then move on, because anything in the a 30-mile radius will have seen the giant fuck off explosions. That was awesome, Piffles. But we should
Yeah, I
also
told you guys I
not
could
be
handle my
here
shit.
when they come to investigate.
Ah, it's a nice, beautiful day looking at the woods. Holy shit!
I'm good at blowing up stuff that isn't me.
Okay,
I gotta say that jinxing crop hand force is really gonna come in nice.
can it be assumed we're all grouped up again?
Yeah, if you guys wanna move back in and group back up to that area, you
Well,
guys.
before Talon returns, he
I want to focus on the looting because I'm injured and don't
Okay,
need to be
good.
taking fire damage.
Okay.
I'm looting
Everybody's up?
bitches.
Everybody's nearby? Good?
I'm looting.
Good.
still.
Cool.
Cast Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spell casting modifier. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. However, we did say that your particular healing spells do affect undead.
Everybody
So-
regains 12 health.
And I'm
Everybody
back to
gets
health.
How much health?
Everybody regains 12 health.
Sweet, I'm
Does
back up
alloy
to
count as a
full.
construct?
Technically,
Alloy is-
no.
I only lost 6
Yeah.
health. Does that mean I get more than?
No.
It doesn't
I
overheal,
think
though. Very
in the
technically,
official-
Alloy is a Warforged, but is somehow not a construct.
Yeah. I think they made that in the official rules because they realized they would have to change so many rules to make Warforged work. So they're just like, nah, they're technically not constructs.
Yeah, so
Alright,
like,
just-
Important question.
I think it goes. It has a soul. It's not a construct.
Important question.
So yeah, putting out the fire.
What's up?
Looting.
I didn't get hit once during that fight. Does that mean I get temporary hit points?
No.
No, it doesn't. This particular spell does not overheal.
See?
Talron goes into the trees to put out the fires. Does anybody join him?
Is anybody
yeah,
still
probably.
injured?
All right,
Now-
I'm going to loot people.
I'll get to the looting in a second. We're just gonna deal with the
Now-
fire.
I'm now at full health. I'm going to go help put out the fires because I don't have that yet. So no, I don't take half of damage from
Does
fire. Never mind.
anybody look like they still are injured?
The only person who still got damage to him at this point would be Alloy.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use what is it called here? Channel Divinity and heal him for 20 hit points since he's the only one who's injured.
20?
It's what it is it's 2 plus my sorry, hold on. Let me read it again here. Da-da-da. Starting second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to heal the badly injured. As an action, you present your holy symbol and evoke healing equal to 5 times your cleric level. So I'm level 4, so 20. Choose any
God.
creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than... Oh, no, sorry, it can't... Never mind, it doesn't work, because it doesn't work it for more than
More
half
than
your
half
health.
their HP.
Yeah, so that won't actually work anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just cast Cure Wounds on him instead.
Yeah, okay.
I'm at 30 out of 44, so
Yeah, he's just got.
We're gonna rest anyway, so...
I can spend the hit dice.
Yeah, you guys are gonna
Or-
rest
That
anyhow.
works too.
Well, there you go. And there it is. So you've healed up. Now, I'm gonna say that putting the fires out wasn't terribly difficult. They weren't burning for very long, and a lot of it was just like some of the dry brush had lit up. So like quickly running over to it and stamping it out is sufficient enough to ensure that the fire doesn't grow and spread. And
The big problem area was
Alloy,
fire.
Talrand, and Caleb, you guys were doing that together. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then with the three of you working together, you managed to get the fires out in a matter of like a minute or two. It's not hugely a thing. Piffles,
That's like
No.
you're going through a lot of pockets
Yeah.
while this is going on.
What do I gotta roll?
Let's see. Roll me perception.
God damn it.
I'm helping
Let's see if
Pit.
I'm any better. Nope, now I'm at 5. I'm only good at this sometimes.
I'm also looting.
Yeah, did anybody notice Sneck just fucking execute a couple guys?
we did, and we all reacted at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeesh.
Yoy.
I mean, if
I missed
Snake
the
didn't,
reaction.
if Snake didn't, I was going to do it.
Snack, weren't these people alive a few minutes ago?
Yes.
No.
All
I
right, so
think we need to have a serious talk about your devotion.
They attack Snake's friends.
Yeah, but
They forfeited their
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
What's there to talk about?
We could've
Caleb,
gotten-
we'll work on this over time.
We could
yeah,
have gotten the location of their base out of them.
we'll work on this.
They are minions of the Empire.
Now, Dracula
They
and
had
Piffles,
what
do
was
you
coming to
guys work together?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So collectively, there are 9 brawlers and 5 thugs.
Talon was
Okay.
also
And then
Talon.
Talon getting in there with a
Out.
24. Yeah, I'll just say that you guys find what's going on here. So across the lot of them, you find 5 light crossbows on the thugs. They have about 2 or 3 bolts left each. They each have 2 simple daggers. The
Daggers.
the brawlers that you guys had fought with, each of them have a set of brass knuckles, which, weirdly enough, is not a thing. Across almost all of D&D, I was looking for, like, can I get, like, brass knuckles or weighted gloves so that I can, like, punch somebody and do damage? And all of Wizards of the Coast was like, no! Because they don't like the idea of someone being able to do an unarmed attack on someone and do lethal damage without being a monk.
If I may,
Well, or it was
They have
1d4 for
rules
brass knuckles and 1d6 for weighted gloves, but I don't know where those numbers are coming from in my head.
Those
I know
are commonly used homebrew weapons that a lot of people were like, why would these not exist? It is silly. Why don't we just
Yeah,
give
It was usually additional. It was usually an additional 1d4 bludgeoning with brass knuckles, or 1d6 bludgeoning with weighted gloves.
Yeah.
if I
Was it-
may,
Yes.
Hello?
a new book did come out a couple of days ago that may contain brass knuckles, or at least punching weapons. I wouldn't know. It came out like Tuesday.
The thing is, I think the reason they haven't had brass knuckles up to this point is because gauntlets exist. Because it already has the rules that if you're wearing gauntlets, it turns your damage into lethal damage from an unarmed strike.
Well, yeah. A lot of the
True.
times people were just like, well, if you're gonna punch somebody and you're wearing brass knuckles, you still do 1d4 as normal, but it's lethal now instead of non-lethal.
1d2.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, you either need the tavern brawler feat or you need to be a monk to deal more than 1d2 damage from an unarmed strike.
God, I can't. There we go.
Or just say, fuck
Basically, the
it.
idea of you don't know how to throw a
Doing
punch
anything.
unless you've learned how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
If
How
you
many bullets were there?
There was across all of them. I'm gonna say there was 10 crossbow bolts.
basically like
Type weapon.
with gauntlets, you don't know how to. It's not like you suddenly know how to throw a punch. It's just you're now got these little sharp metal intrusions on your fist, so now that hurts.
Yeah. And
And
there's no
9 things with brass
information on
knuckles?
unarmed strikes. What the fuck is going on with this right now? Everything I
Well-
search in like the D&D compendium that comes with Roll20 is just coming up blank. It's glitching out.
Weird.
Maintenance?
Maybe.
I mean,
I have
I
a
can
dark
use it.
mode setting for Google Chrome that is somehow making it so that every single thing in D20 is transparent, and I have to highlight everything to see what my spells and stats are.
Yeah. It's getting really frustrating. But yeah, Roll20, I'm even searching from outside, and every time it comes up with stuff, it's just blank. Like, it doesn't have any information on anything. Every spell I'm looking up right now is just coming up with nothing. Yeah.
So 9 pairs of
You
brass
use the
knuckles?
PDF I've got.
A common variant for it is to deal 1d2, d3, or d4 damage, then inflict a flat 1. But this is on the homebrew page for fighting with stuff. Yeah, typically you did like piss damage and it was shitty, and then brass knuckles just made it so it's lethal damage. But whatever. The knuckles, there was a set of brass knuckles on each of them, so one thing of brass knuckles per guy, and there are 9 of them. So you find 9 brass knuckle
Halfling.
things.
I'm
Halfling
gonna
size, mind you.
I'm definitely gonna be grabbing a pair of those.
Yeah, put it in your
Oh,
inventory.
my tiny gabo fist can use
Doc,
them.
I just on
Yes.
your Discord, I just direct messaged you a link to a site that you can use to look up any spell you want.
Okay.
D&D Beyond works. as
Okay, so
well.
what else did we find?
D&D Beyond works if you pay D&D Beyond. Otherwise, they don't want to
Oh,
look at
true. Yeah.
The site I just linked, Doc. You don't have to pay anything.
you.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
Add those two.
How many people in this party could technically eat halfling?
That's what I was saying. I wonder what halflings taste like.
Like, pretty sure goblins can, kobolds can.
All of you could
Rainer
eat
can.
halfling.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, pretty sure those of us who eat could definitely eat halfling.
The
We
Disney
just like-
says no.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
those of us who do eat.
Halfling.
the
So
Air
can we just,
Genasi probably not gonna, but the rest of you could.
So can we just like
Cool.
pile bodies and I'll cast Purify Food and Drink so that they're clean, and then we can just make rations out of them?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Guys,
Halfling jerky.
as funny as this is, I would like to point out, what if the bodies get found? Then
Well, then you're gonna have a pile of halfling bodies that look like they got fucking gnawed on or cut
Oh, I'm
up.
not saying take the
Find
bodies.
something that
Guys.
breathes fire.
cut-
Guys,
yeah, if we find a bunch,
burn them. Hello.
if they find a bunch of skinned or such halfling bodies, they're going to send out search parties to figure out what the fuck happened. If they just
That's
find them
why.
as is, they find it as is. These were just a bunch of cutthroats, brigands, whatever that got killed. And
Does
no one gives a-
everybody forget that I got exploding stuff and we can just explode the
correct here.
bodies? Explode them. We
Talon
can explode
would
them
counter.
after we eat them, like marshmallows.
Talon would counter back that this area of the woods is considered extremely dangerous for the local fauna. So finding half-eaten halfling bodies, especially when they're all the way this near the stupid woods, would not be uncommon.
No, I'll tell you what
Sweet.
happens when they find a whole bunch of skinned halfling bodies. They're just going to assume the predator did it and fucking run.
We're not
Yeah, pretty
skinning them.
No, well,
We're
kind
That's
of.
carving off
tasty.
chunks of flesh.
Visible.
I mean, like, we're basically just taking slabs, like, cut an inch down, cut, like, 6 to 8 inches long, cut an inch out. Just slabs.
My
Okay.
Anyways,
Are you?
And then we can cook them.
It's
Yeah,
also going to
like
take
the back of
time.
the ass and the thighs. That's where the bacon comes from.
Y'all do need to eat, so I guess.
Halfling
But remember,
jerky.
guys, I would like to point out
really
that
weird.
Are going to
Just
take
don't eat the brains. Eating brains is how you get kuru.
all right.
Are
Um, let's
Yeah,
let's
Eat the
resolve.
heart so you
let's-
get the courage.
Let's resolve looting first, and then if you want to purify a bunch of corpses and cut meat off of them and preserve it, then we'll get to that.
Yes.
So up
Our
front,
talking about eating the bodies?
If I'm talking in my normal voice and not Drakyar's voice,
Okay.
it's out of character.
that's fair.
folks, we're going to resolve looting
Yeah,
first.
let's resolve looting
please.
first. Then we'll talk about the bodies in a minute. So after the bolts that you guys got, the crossbows and the sets of brass knuckles, one of whom went to Piffles because she would like to use them to punch people if anybody needs.
Yeah.
Other than that, on each of them, I'm going to say you find 12 gold apiece on each of these thugs. So that is 14 of them times 12.
Nice.
14 times 10.
100 and something.
I just kind of hand it to
168.
Alloy and be like, Alloy, can you carry this?
It's 168.
What am I carrying?
Gold.
Do we even want to bother splitting that up, or should we just toss that in the party funds?
Let's just put in the party funds for now. We can divvy up all the spoils once we get home, unless we find something that we really, really want to spend it on.
Mm-hmm.
It is in
That's kind of the way we've been doing it.
party funds.
Yeah.
All right.
But I would trying to say earlier, if we do eat the bodies, remember cutting them up is going to take time.
Yeah,
But we're resting the rest of the day here anyway.
Butt and the thighs, because that's
Um,
pretty easy to do. with some
you
veggies.
also find a mixture of like leather armor and like shoes and other things like that that are all halfling sized.
Cool.
Is there anything still in functional order?
You find one of them has like a thumb piano.
Ooh.
Another one has one of those little pieces of wood that people stick in their mouths and then twang.
Ooh.
Mouth harp?
Yeah, mouth
I
harp.
actually
Twang.
meant the armor, but that's also fun.
The
Piffles, did you
armor.
want those?
Out of all of the armor, a lot of it's heavily damaged, and most of it was kind of shitty to begin with. So like what you find, you don't think would be worth anything to like give to anybody or to try to sell.
I'll
Goober.
take the thumb piano.
If you
And
do
then
want
I'll-
to take the armor, it is going to take up a lot of space because that's 14 sets of halfling leather gear, which is pretty small.
No, I don't want to bring the armor.
All right.
It'd
Do
be-
we want to? Are we walking past here again? Do we want to cache it somewhere?
You could
Yeah.
bury it in a spot.
We could
Best
bury
case
it under
scenario.
the thing and park it with the levers.
No, if I remember correctly, we would be walking back. We would be sending the slaves back using the kings.
But we're not
Mhm.
necessarily crossing this path again. Aren't we going, like, around?
You could
Maybe.
come back this way if you wanted to.
We should be coming back relatively close to here because
Oh, that's true. This is kind of near the beginning anyway.
we need to go like a full square of the Empire after we free the slaves
Doing a big
and
old
go
circle.
back to Egris. Is it Egris?
Yeah.
We're going to do a bunch of individual party member quests.
Yeah.
This is contrary to your regular role playing game where you know where the main story quest is. You go do all the side quests first. No, we do the main story quest first, and then the
Yeah, 'cause-
side quest.
Because with video games, I have yet to find a video game that's just like, here's the main quest, and you're like, yeah, I'll get to that, and you do side quests, and they're just like, cool, because you took too long, it failed. Like, I've never played a game like that.
No, me neither.
Like, takes into account the fact that it's been a long time, and you
Doesn't
didn't
Chrono
immediately
Trigger
go
do
to the
shit like
thing.
that?
Never played Chrono Trigger,
The only-
unfortunately.
Me neither.
You can add
The only
more
one I know
your
of-
save.
I know of one
Well-
that does one mission like that, Doc. It's Deus Ex Human Revolution, I think.
No.
I haven't played Deus Ex, though. so-
Fallout 1 did that, where it was like you had 100 days or something
yeah,
to beat the main quest. But then they patched it out.
Because people
They're like,
complained.
that's stupid. Well, yeah, because people are like, I want to explore the world and stuff. Actually, there is one game that I've played that does do that, and it's called Outward. And it's a quest that I'm going to be playing, or it's a game that I'm going to be playing on stream at some point down the road. It's a fantasy-based game where it's like every quest, actually, that the game gives you has a timer that you need to complete the quest within, but it won't tell you a lot of what those are. Sometimes they'll be like, you have 48 hours to pay the town this much money or we're taking your house. Other times they're just like, there are these thugs that are outside the city that are threatening us. And it doesn't tell you that you have like 3 days to resolve it, but you have 3 days. Like...
Yeah, I think the reason a lot of games don't do that is just like it can be very difficult to program in a timer.
Yeah,
That's
it can be a little
reliable.
bit fussy, and some people don't, like a lot of people don't like that. But either way, yeah, for this particular thing, like you guys are definitely more or less moving towards that first objective, as it is a bit more time sensitive
Whereas
than the
with
others.
D&D, there's a human mind behind the whole thing, keeping track of things.
Mercenary
which is-
Pen, Majora's Mask kind of counts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, no.
sort of.
But yeah, Doc and Chrono Trigger, you can actually get to the point where if you make the wrong choices, you can't beat the game.
Yeah, I had watched the Game Grumps play through a lot of it. It's a good game. I have not played it myself, mind you.
I haven't either. I just know the stories from people being like, "Well, shit."
I want to say Chrono Cross did the same thing as well.
Probably.
Oh, at this point, we're kind of way off.
Either way, so the bodies have largely been looted. With a perception of 24, though, Esteban, as you're digging through, you see in the pockets of one of the thugs, the guys with the crossbows, there is a scrap of leather that normally you would just assume is like a dirty piece of garbage or whatever that he had in his pockets or just a part of his armor, because it blends in really well. But written, actually, I'm going to say it was actually a piece of his armor. It was like sewn on. But going over everything, you turn one of the pieces of leather up. It's not a piece of hard leather. So it's like there's no point for this to be here. Looking it over through the blood and everything, you see sort of a loose drawing of a location in the woods and the word Shalashazam written underneath it.
Do I, having been in these woods a bit, know where that is now?
It's about a day's travel west of here. Like,
Interesting.
you know these woods really well because of your job hunting in and around these areas, just sort of like a little ways into the trees. With the drawing that's there, I mean, it's crude, but you're like, no, if that's the way that and that's that old dilapidated town, and that's this, then that would be just us. Like you kind of get a general idea as to the spot that's being highlighted in the woods.
You look at my-
Shalashazam written underneath it.
I was about to say, are you able to look at my character sheet?
Yeah, I can look at your character sheet.
I
Every
have
time
added it to my inventory as a map to discount Shangri-La.
Yeah, there it is.
See-
A map to discount Shangri-La.
see, every time you say Shalashazam, I thought you were going to say Shalashaska.
I almost did, but that's a different thing.
That's a person.
Do you let the rest of the party know about this?
Revolver Ocelot. All right.
How do you
Shalashazam.
spell Okay.
There it is. So yeah. Oh, we got art. There's something going on in the artsy section. What's happening?
Oh dear. With that reaction,
Prina the halfling right now, and it's just like because of all the talk of eating halflings and whatnot that was going on. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that.
Who's
There it is. Just like
Who's Prina, though?
I believe that is Cutie's halfling character.
Oh shit.
Why is he holding barbecue sauce?
Because
Because
halflings-
apparently Mercenary Pen handed her a thing of barbecue sauce.
You're cold before we cook your friends.
hold this while we cook your friend. Yep.
I know Drakyar's not going to eat the halflings. He's neutral good. He'd be against his alignment really to eat anything sentient.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you can eat them without fear of getting, like, the fucking shakes or something like that, but at the same time, they are humanoid sentient creatures, so eating them might be a little spooky.
Don't eat the brain.
He will threaten to eat enemies, but that's really just a threat to scare them.
so
Yeah, it's not a threat with Schneck.
it's
So-
just Pipples and Sneck talking about eating people.
The bodies have been picked over.
They're
Do you
already
guys
dead.
decide to pile the bodies and purify them and start cutting stuff off of them to make food rations out of?
No.
Yes.
Drakyar would have
do it.
no. Drakyar would have no part of that. It's just like
All
Yeah.
right, so
Yeah,
who's
it's
gonna be a
100%.
part of this? Is it just Snake and Piffles?
I
Probably.
think so.
Wait, is Snack like noping out of it?
No, that's not me.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought
Caleb's
Moose-
gone over there. Alloy's still hanging out. You know, Talron's done looting the bodies, and he doesn't eat stuff. So
Just
Drakyar is just going to stick to the lunches his mom packed for him.
those have, as you were crossing the monstrous wastes, those were some pretty fucking awesome lunches. No lie. You know what I'm going to say? Talron, actually, just as an added thing, you find on each of them a day's worth of travel rations.
Oh, sweet. So we don't
Nice.
have to
So
eat
that's
them.
14 travel rations that you find on them because they're a day out of whatever this Shazam place is.
So, how many rations do Piffles and I get in halfling rations?
However many they
Halfling rations
give
or-
you. If you decide to make oh Christ, so you pile 14 bodies
Well,
into
no, I don't
a
have to pile that
mound.
many. Like,
And
that's
then you
more than we can
use
eat anyway.
purify food and drink. I'm gonna say, each of you give me a survival check, and we'll
Oh,
see
God.
how many halfling steaks you make out of these people.
fair.
Halfling fillets.
All right. Caleb's just watching this. He's just going to turn to.
I'm bad
Okay.
at this.
Just
I'm
do
real
not.
bad at it. No, what?
So-
What? Nothing in that though.
So Piffles
Natural 19.
Piffles remembers that you typically use things like salt when you're curing meats and you're preserving them for a long period of time. The use of the salts allows you to dry and keep those meats preserved at least for a longer amount of time. You
I
cut
have
the
helped
meat off
Uber make
into thin strips. Snack is, obviously life inside the cloister has made it a bit of a foreign thing, cutting people into food. So it is not something that at a 13, it is not something
It's
that
effective,
comes
it's
as
not pretty.
naturally to Snack
Never waste
as some would
good
like to hope.
food.
But yeah, you guys, I'm going to say you make yourself 14 halfling rations.
Yeah.
Each of those
7 and
is a day's worth of food.
Dracula's rolling a constitution save to not throw up.
Hey, Piffles, 7 and 7?
7 and 7.
He just
All right,
barely
so
makes
you
it,
each
so he
can
kinda-
add dried, salted halfling meat, 7 rations worth into your inventories.
I'm just gonna add people. to my inventory.
Specifically, please, I need you to identify. It is actually important. I need you to specifically identify it as halfling meat.
Okay.
7
salted,
dried halfling jerky.
preserved halfling.
Now that's that done. Eric, can you
There
set
we
these
go.
bodies on fire?
There
And
you
now it
go.
is on 7. There we
Drakir,
go.
you do not vomit with a Constitution save of 11. This does not gross you out as much as you thought it might.
You're learning
It
things
is.
about
The DC was 10, so it was extremely gross, but you managed to keep your stomach in check.
Drakiar dry heaves, but nothing actually comes up.
Yeah, it's one of those like sympathetic, like, but then you're fine.
I want to go give Drakir 5 normal rations.
Okay, so you give Drakir 5 just regular travel rations.
Yeah, carry weight thing. Basically, here, have some rations. I don't want to carry this much shit.
Palanthir's just like, what the fuck is happening? So
snack, please eat those first.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
move on.
they'll go bad first.
yeah, they will go bad faster than regular travel rations, as they have not been prepared professionally. All right, so yeah,
They'll
you
last
guys,
only 7 days to get value.
do you pile and burn the bodies?
Yes, we would pick the most scorched out area that we have. We have some selection.
There are a lot of selective areas. Let's get my little thing here. There's areas here and around there, and over here. So you've got 3 immediate, and then there's like off the map that way, and in the woods over there. There's a lot of really scorched up places that you guys got going on.
Go to the center of one of the big ground zeros, pile the bodies, and set them on fire, and then leave.
Like away from the trees so that it doesn't accidentally
Yeah.
catch. So you pile 14 child-sized bodies into a mound, and you light them on fire.
Do we need an accelerant?
I will not. They are the size of children. I'm gonna stop referring to them as child-sized corpses.
There's more art.
Oh, there's
more art.
I can't. Oh, good. There it is.
Progressively more disturbed.
The facial expressions fucking do it.
It's so
man.
perfect. I love it.
It's so great.
Oh my god. All right, so would like to apologize to Prina on behalf of the party. It is a monster party, so
Don't speak for us.
That's the thing. Is like as much as I don't want to say as much as greenskins or as much as regular adventurers would eat kobold or goblin or something like that. Like I would say it's less common for civilized races to feast on monsters as it is for monsters to feast on civilized races. Because greenskins do have, obviously, a legend or a habit of eating pinkskins if they find them. Because that is just a thing. But
we're in the story.
They're just short sack-sized pinkskins.
Yeah, they're just small, child-sized pinkskins. Regardless... Stop.
Snack size.
Yeah, Caleb does not share the same values as certain members of this party / organization. You pile the bodies into a little mound, and you manage to light it up with relative ease. I mean, most of them are already pretty badly burnt, so getting them to light is not as challenging.
I have lots of accelerants.
So yeah, I want you to remember, Piffles, that your bad pipes are presently loaded.
They are loaded.
So the way that they are right now, they are loaded. They will not leak as long as you manage to continue carrying them and storing them correctly.
When did she load a 3rd shot into it?
Oh, no, that's
Second.
right. No, you
I
did.
didn't fire-
You
I
did
did fire the
load
second
and
shot.
then fired the second shot. So then never mind.
Yeah. So they're not loaded.
It's not loaded at present. Yeah, Esteban could really Talron could care either way. It doesn't matter. So there is a pile of burning bodies here. Actually, Talron, as you are the party's tracker, can you give me a wisdom roll? Roll me wisdom.
A wisdom check?
Yeah, wisdom check.
Did we accidentally roast Bromo?
No.
We didn't kill
16.
Bro.
The smoke that's coming off these bodies is pretty dark, and the column of smoke that's coming off of them is pretty high.
We should probably get.
yeah.
We should leave.
We should get moving.
Someone could see this, yeah.
Not just that, but it also smells like
Okay.
bacon. So we might. Things like to eat bacon.
So you guys head off into the trees. Actually, it's a little bit. It's in the thinner area of the trees. Minus
He's
this
back.
asshole. He's back. Get him.
Someone with
Works in front of us. Oh shit!
who besides guys? Who besides Talon has survival? Because we really should have someone clean our tracks from this. Like making
Not
sure
me.
that
No.
Nope.
No.
have a
I have
bonus
weapon
to it.
proficiency.
we need
I have
someone to
good wisdom.
base our tracks so they don't follow us back to the camp we make.
Well, I'm pretty sure we could just brush them off behind us the whole way.
All right, so Sneck, with the survival of 10, you pull a branch off of a tree and start sort of like whapping it against the ground as you walk.
I'm
It's not
going to
great.
use the help action to give Snick advantage.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So,
Paying no mind to the scene in front of him.
no, it's not any better.
Cool.
Let me see
Yeah,
what. I'm gonna try and roll a
we're in the
survival.
wood, so I actually believe I should be able to do this no problem, right?
Yeah.
Because this is my.
I'm a try.
Okay.
Pistols is all over it.
If only making us disappear.
Alan's like,
How
I'm
am I
gonna.
rolling so high on things I have nothing?
Alan's like, I'm gonna turn around and. No, Piffle's got
Like
it.
I got.
Good job.
Yeah, you guys are walking along, and then Talron, you're like, oh shit, I should probably cover our tracks. And you turn around, and you see Piffles at the back of the party expertly moving all of the grass to exactly the position that it was in before you guys were there. And you get this, like, she has these weird moments of, like these Rain Man-esque sort of, like, moments where she's really good at things. But, like, it's suddenly, it's without warning, and then it's gone. Like, it's there, and then she's weird at stuff again. So, it's like, you're just...
Imagine
okay,
when she gets jack of all trades.
I'm smart, guys. Smart.
You're
Imagine
just
when
like,
she becomes
yeah.
proficient with every skill.
Wow.
I
yeah,
keep
if
an
you
eye
wanna-
out for mushrooms instead.
Okay, that is very cute. Yeah, roll
Not
survival.
what I do. Wait, I have advantage.
You do have advantage because you're on the woods. 13. You find some brown penny bun mushrooms. They are standard edible mushrooms. You find 3.
Piffles,
Yes.
here.
Ooh, thank you. These will go well with my people jerky.
Sure.
Jack-
Tuck them away in the
Yeah.
pocket with-
I'm
jerky.
gonna have to go ahead and ask you to never say that again.
Oh, you draw the line at people jerky.
There is a line. People jerky is over it.
But
So yeah,
we made it out of people, and now
as
it's
you guys
jerky.
cover your tracks and continue south through the woods, you make
At
it
full
to the edge of the forest, and as you guys come along to the edge of the trees, and it's about another, like, I'm gonna say about another day's travel. So you camp through the woods, and it's relatively uneventful. But you get to the edge of the trees, and you see the ruins of a village. And these are not like the spooky ruins that the A-Team ran into. These ruins are almost entirely gone. The buildings have almost fallen apart, blown away in the wind, mostly. As when the last party left this area, this entire haunted village breathed a sigh of relief and just almost completely dissolved into the ground, as it had not been able to rot for quite some time due to the haunting. And then it just kind of stopped. Yeah, specifically watching A-Team stuff, so I legit have no idea about anything involving them. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I haven't watched it
it's like
either.
it's a small
If you don't
village
see
with, at the far end of it, there was what you thought might be a church up on a hill, but all of these buildings are barely foundations now. Like the street cobblestone that's there mostly has been grown in with grass, and a lot of the buildings have just fallen down to their foundations almost barely. So there's almost nothing to see here. Like, you barely realize that there is a village, but maybe about 5 or 6 minutes of walking brings you to the edge of the human empire. Or rather, the Empire of Light.
It's pretty.
Stretching out before you, you see bountiful fields of beautiful green grass, a mixture of colored flowers. And
I
it
used to like
spans
these
in all
hills.
directions. Yeah, Talrand, you remember this place. Like, this is the Empire of Light that you recall.
Well then.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Yeah! Sweet, sweet people jerky.
And also, for some people who are in our party, I do plan ahead. I don't call the game just whenever I've run out of shit, you dink.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure about that.
You have a button specifically for what I want to see.
Well, that's the thing, is that,
Are
like,
you sure about that?
some...
I do think there was one exception.
Are you sure about that?
At the end of your planned content, when this was just like supposed to be like a 5-string game.
That's the thing, is that, like, I didn't know how long that fight was going to take, so I have other content planned, but I wasn't sure how long it was going to be, so I just, like, I plan ahead. And in this particular case, we're good. Like, we ended up ending, as per usual, like, a ways before we reached the end of the stuff that I've prepared. I don't have to get too far into ad-libbing or making stuff up as we go. Cal, you fuck. You son of a bitch. I hate this place now.
I can breathe. Oops.
Yeah, NB's got the snort laughs,
perfect.
and she
It gets worse in the summer, and I can't
And
breathe.
suddenly a giant Acme safe falls out of the sky and smashes neck.
woof woof.
Woof.
Doc, you know the best thing about all this?
Mm.
The previous one on the list is the DC is set pretty high for this. I don't want you to succeed. I'm pretty sure you use words just like that in this guy's combat.
Well, okay, so without telling you too much about how, like, the sausage is made, Bromo Nubs is the Bandit King. He is a very high-level character.
Yeah.
So a lot of his skills and, like, his AC is 22. And a lot of his skills and, like, his constitution and stuff like that, and his reflex saves, and his, like, fucking especially his acrobatics, considering his class, are, like, very high compared to you guys. So I know that it seems, like, wild, but he is the... People jerky. People jerky! Like,
And if we had rolled 1 point lower on his Constitution save, we would have killed him by making him shit himself to death.
yeah, he would have started shitting himself to death. And then we
shit,
would
I
have had to
forgot I
try to
had
figure
that.
that out. So that
Uh-oh.
is...
You
that
have the
is some
bone rot
shit.
poison quad.
Eris thinks this is a dual stream.
Oh yeah, I have the burn rot.
Oh yeah, the
Eric-
dual stream. That is
Yeah,
still
I think it's a
active.
dual stream.
It is not a dual stream tonight. I'm sorry about that. I left that on for Eris. Whoops. Let me go over
Is that how to
the-
talk with your robot wife, lady?
Well,
Dude?
I mean, I was in
friend?
such a rush to get this started, and I
know.
was trying to get, like, music and a bunch of other things done. I forgot that I had to fucking tell her to stop saying shit. Cool. All right. Neat.
I would have laughed. What would have been your reaction if we had managed to kill Bromo Nubs?
What would have? I mean, I would have been happy. I'd have laughed if that's your question. I would have laughed.
Well, like I said in chat, it was the like, we obviously were not intended to catch him and kill him, but if we rolled really freaking well, you're a good DM.
We could have.
Happen.
He very nearly shat himself to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and then he
was
very
great,
nearly
by the way.
got caught by a murder robot. Like, he's had a bad day.
And all this dude.
And then I burnt his hiding spot down.
Yeah, like, Jesus.
He
The
was
last
not
time the
prepared
worst
for
he got was a bunch of Eldritch Blasts shot at him pitifully, and then he ran away into the
at his
trees.
illusion. Not even at himself, at his illusion.
Yeah.
I actually unlike a Gal Embrace, I actually managed to spot him and shoot him out of his damn tree.
It's like last time he was like, this isn't so bad. This time he's like, Jesus, these guys are crazy.
He's just like, oh shit, and then fucking bails. So
The non-combat party did better
murder
job.
robot running after him.
Every time Alloy,
Really non-combat party, right?
whenever Alloy runs at something or busts through doors and stuff, I just have like the Thomas the Tank Engine theme playing in the back of my head.
Deep fried meme.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
freaking deep fried meme song version of it too, where it's just like all distorted.
Yeah, hold on.
To be fair, a lot of that craziness came from the fact that I did a big Nova on my very first turn of twinned Dragon Breath on Caleb.
Yeah, that was a lot of
that
just
was
like, oh look,
fantastic.
everything's dead now.
Yeah, I hung back the first turn because I'm like, I don't know how to use the bad pipes yet. And I think Alloy had I thought Alloy had the shit, so I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna test this out by throwing a dagger and
I
make
mean-
sure they're not all fake.
And it was like Snap's
Now
just like
that-
standing next to Piffles, and Piffles gets stabbed, and he's like, no.
Yeah, so here's
I didn't get stabbed. I got beat with brass knuckles, but still.
Either way, it was
Somebody mentioned it.
like, no. I know.
Somebody mentioned it. I'm trying to judge how mentally sound all of the B team
Not at all.
characters are. And
Snack,
I think
not at all.
Drakyard technically is the most sane.
I'm crazy with a touch of
more art in the art
conscience.
section. Oh god,
Conscience.
people jerky. Oh shit, I fucking love this.
Yes! I'm so happy! People
Beautiful.
jerky. I love it. It is the best.
Trina's just in the back there vomiting.
Yep, he's just puking up a storm behind, and I'm like, jerky.
People jerky.
Eh.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, cutie. I love the art. It's
The
very
next
cute.
image,
People excited?
the next image needs to be Piffles eating the halfling jerky messily with mushrooms and barbecue sauce.
Yeah, Talbot's just standing there.
Like a mushroom burger with people jerky meat.
Talbot just standing there disapprovingly.
These mushroom cats are done.
Alloy facing Caleb just
I'm crazy with a drop of conscience.
Don't feel the need to draw this on our behalf, cutie. If you don't want to draw it, don't draw it.
Yeah, don't be the art.
that's the thing.
All right. Let's clean this up.
Okay.
Get all this out of here. Okay. So thank you everybody though for coming out to this live stream. This has been a huge amount of fun putting this all on for you guys at home. I'm having a great time with it, and I hope you guys are as well. We will be back streaming again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll be going throughout the weekend as per usual. During the lockdown, we are doing 7 days a week as we can. But until tomorrow, though, my brave citizens, I'm Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terwat, the Silayer 4.0, and I'm joined by our intrepid players this evening. Oh, God. I'm in my 30s. I can't get through a sentence without burping. We've got Esteban playing Talrand, our skeletal hunter.
Older than you, and I
Somehow.
do it.
One of the consistently least insane characters here.
I don't have a brain, and I'm less crazy than you.
That's probably why he's less crazy.
Yeah, and we got Raynor playing our Black Draconian sorcerer, Drakyar.
Honestly, that fight needed more fire.
There was so much fire already. And we got Kaldaka Gray playing Snick, our kobold cleric.
Snick isn't crazy. Snick is efficient.
And we've got Quad playing Alloy, our warforged warrior.
Swiggity swoogity, coming for that booty.
Swiggity swoogity.
And we've got Palanthir playing Caleb, our Air Genasi rogue.
Please don't eat the jerky. It was that man's face once.
And of course, we've got Envisaurus playing Piffles, our goblin bard.
People jerky. It's delicious.
Yay!
Yes, let's go.
Blah! All right, and thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for your donations and your bits, your subscriptions, and your views. We will see you all again tomorrow. End of line.